Hello, yo. You can't see me. Just kidding, you can see me. What's up? We are doing What If Civilization Started Over live today. Now this is going to be quite interesting because it's not necessarily like the episode videos. It's going to be a little bit different. Instead of doing all the wars and stuff, we're going to be adding some demographics. We can add in religion, provinces, languages if we really wanted to, culture, whoa, cultures, and yeah, and you guys are gonna help me do that. So that's why I wanted to do this live, because I can get live input from you on what you want to see. Hold on, my camera is a little bit delayed. There we go. All right, so yeah, we're doing this live instead of just as a normal episode because you guys give me input on what we should do, and we got the whole map here to work with. As you can see, the map is pretty large at this point, so some provinces are going to be smaller in some of the older countries, like the red team, for example. They'll have pretty small provinces, and so the newer countries, like I guess the Americas, the colonies over here, will have pretty large provinces. So really, it's up to you guys on how you are going to do this. Countries like sounds good. Holy. Thank you, Rush Butt Cat, for the $50 donation. Hello, thank you. That's very generous of you. Also, if you, I do this, I usually do this every stream, but donations usually get your idea into the map or video. Just saying, that doesn't mean go spend a lot of money. It's not worth it. Just put it in chat, and I'll likely see it. I don't know if we're doing every single idea because there's like 1,000 people here. That's a lot. But what do you guys want to start with? I'm going to do a poll in chat and we'll see what we want to start with. I can also do Q&A stuff too, if you guys have questions. Mew for $10. Let's see, what to start with. We're going to do provinces. We'll do religion. We're going to do all of these things. Culture. I don't think we're gonna do languages because that would be too complicated, but the other ones aren't bad. So there's the poll there. Super fan, yeah, Kylie, member for 14 months. Hey, membership program, join it if you want. I need to update the members shout out at the end of the video. I haven't done that in a few months. I'm very bad at that. Oh, we got the one up from Nevada garbage trucks with the 15-month membership. How are you today? I'm doing good. How about you? I wish I could put music in the background, but YouTube's so weird with their music now. It used to be you could put non-copyright stuff in the background, but they changed it so you have to like make your description a certain way for the music in order to not get copyrighted, even if it's non-copyright. So it's interesting, and I don't like it. It used to be very simple. I used to do stupid streams when I had like 100 subscribers, and I would just throw whatever in the background and I wouldn't get in trouble. I can't do that anymore. Connor the Gamer, 15-month membership. The Dutch country should be renamed to the German Empire. I disagree because their capital is in like the Netherlands capital. What is it called? Amsterdam. Jesus. Thank you, Benji, for the $20 donation. Anyway, looks like provinces is winning right now. Religion at 33%, culture at 12%. So we're gonna do provinces first, and this will be interesting, because the map's going to look pretty messy. But the thing about what the provinces is that we're not going to... It's not going to, like, I'm going to show them very often in the video. I'll rarely show them in the video. The main purpose of the provinces is for peace treaties, because the borders, as you can see, are not very creative looking. Look at the gold team's top border like this. It's just an up and down pattern over and over again. I want to fix it so it's not like that, and by adding in provinces, you know, you get weirdly shaped provinces that, you know, in peace treaties in real life at least, countries can claim provinces, and then obviously the borders of those provinces become the borders between the countries. So that's what I'm kind of aiming to do. Anyway, I gotta go to the viewer activity one. Yeah, thank you, Knighthood, for the 5. Could the blue team get a secret colony in Australia, making it more powerful than the others? It definitely could. That's possible, but I'm not sure if I want to have them do that because I have a specific plan for the blue team in upcoming videos. How do I become a member? Also, could you do a thing where members become leaders of countries? I'm not 100% sure of how that would really work, because there's not like a specific chat between members and me outside of community posts. So if I can think of something, we can do something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. You guys need to slow down. I got to read all these. In membership, I think it should say join next to subscribe or subscribed or something like that. Go through there. When will I stream on AdizzPro again? Very soon. Just subscribe to that and stay tuned on the community tab. Oh god, Torpedo Pingvin, thank you for the 100. Hello. Kylie speaks, how are you doing today? I'm bored. How's life going? Also Epic, it's going good. Everything is going very good, especially after recently. I feel a lot better about life very suddenly, probably because I'm out of school now, but thank you Kylie for the 10. Anyway, can we get to the provinces now? Stop giving me your money, I don't need it. We're gonna do provinces. So we have, of course, the alliance map, which is, there's only one alliance. Idea, Rush Butt Cat, thanks for the 10. Idea, make Korea but take Japan and revive its empire. I also kind of have a plan for Japan, so maybe I could, well, this series can be infinite, so your ideas eventually will all happen in a way. But I'm not sure if I want to eventually end this series and do a season 2. Because if we do a season 2 of this series, then I think I'll start it a lot better than I started season 1. Whereas, you know, in season 1, we didn't have all the, like, the capitals, we didn't have the trade routes right away, but we added that in over time. I think if we do season 2, we'll have that right away, so it's just a lot more polished. Also, yeah, 150k, forgot to say that. We did hit 150k, so thank you for that. Anyway, provinces, let's do that before other stuff happens. So we have trade routes, of course, that's not important. We have capital cities, which will be important, and yeah, that's it. All right, so we're gonna start with the red team, of course, the oldest country. And you know, I just thought of something. With provinces, we would technically need to draw in like an official, hold on, an official country border between all the countries, and that's gonna take a long time. So I don't know how exactly I want to approach this. Whereas we can do like stuff like this maybe, and not draw in the border. Because English or Spanish? English. I'm sorry. I'll take the L on that one. I gotta talk, or else everyone's gonna leave. Anyway, provinces. Well, I definitely want to do provinces. It's gonna be interesting on the provinces tab, which is like a main reason why I'm not gonna show it all the time when we're doing episodes. It's mainly for me for making peace treaties, but also I can show it every now and then. It's not gonna look pretty. I'll just say that. So we'll just do it like this. I'm not gonna draw in borders between countries. Or will I? French or Japanese? Yeah, no. Okay, let's just do it. I'm gonna draw in the borders of the countries as well. So the red team is an older country, which means it's usually gonna have smaller provinces. That's just how it is. If you look at Europe, their counties or provinces are fairly small. And then you look at America, and there's, you know, 50 states, and some of them are bigger than European countries. It's just how it is. Your team is still on 2 islands under Finland. Give it a capital. Is it? Oh my god, it is. Well, good find for you. Unfortunately for you also, this is a simple mapping mistake. Yellow team does not exist anymore, other than this. I need to rewatch some of the videos because I've honestly forgotten some of the lore because we've just been doing so much of it. There's our first few provinces. That actually works pretty well. All right, cool. We're gonna do that. Can you do major cities? Yeah, that's another thing we're gonna do. We're also gonna throw in major cities. I need to figure out a color for that. But that is something we're gonna do. So I want to have one big coastal one over here, and then we can just like split that one like that. It looks fine. And then we'll have, of course, their capital province, which doesn't matter what that looks like. I probably should base this a little bit off of geography. That would be smart. However, we're not, because yeah. And there's like also like desert provinces and stuff like that too. So there's a lot of things that I probably should be doing, but I probably won't be doing. So my bad. But with these provinces, we can literally just kind of get really crazy with them. Ari, did I say that right? Yep, Ari. All right, thank you for the 5. Are you going to turn this into a video? Also, good morning. Just woke up. It's 3 p.m. in Alabama. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to turn this into a vid unless we start doing like wars and stuff, which I thought about right before I started streaming this. Like maybe we'll start doing wars a little bit in, but honestly, I don't think that's what I want to do, because then, I mean, it would be easier for me because then I don't have to record a video tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know, because you have to put the whole live stream file in it, and I'd have to, well, I could start recording when we do that. I could make, maybe, we might, because then you guys can also like help me out with that. I don't have that joined to become a, hold on, I gotta move chat because my microphone stands in the way. Cortland, thank you for the 5. I don't have that joined to become a member. Also, I mean, the members just get their name plastered as the leader. Oh yeah, that is true. So when you go to the channel profile, you'll see all the channel members. The join button should be right next to the subscribe button, I believe. Let me go to another channel real quick. Yeah, so like when you go to their homepage, it says subscribed and it says join right next to subscribed. If it's not there, I'm not sure. I'm not a member on any other YouTubers channel, so. Ping Whiskey, thank you for the 2. Do you have a drawing tablet or mouse to map? Nope, I just use, well, yeah, I use a mouse to do it. And then Rush by Cat, thank you for the another 50. Dude, calm down, please. Revive Yellow Team, or all Spanish or Spanish. Yellow Team, I have a plan for them too. They might be making a comeback, I'm not gonna say. Idea for video, Mr. Twister, thank you for the 10. Korea and Dutch countries should get into a war in the Americas, but both colonized will have a revolution or devastation. Hey, you might have just leaked the script a little bit. Careful now. I'm gonna have to sue you. I'm just kidding. That's not, I don't even think there's a basis to sue on that, because you don't have direct access to the script. But we need to get on with these provinces, because there's just gonna be a lot of them. Yeah. I do want to break up this capital province a little bit. Norwegian country invade the yellow Nordic country. Norwegian invading this? Or invading this? Stop leaking the script, that's all I'm gonna say. I have like a few ideas for this series in my brain that eventually get made into the episodes. I don't use them all in the same episode because then I would run out of ideas for the series. But you guys also like heavily drive how this is shaped. Like a lot of your ideas are made into the episodes, and if you say something in the comments and you see it happen, then you know that was your idea and you shaped the series in that way. So that's pretty cool for you guys, I think. I'm gonna have like a bunch of smaller provinces surrounding the capital. That, yeah. Also, I just think this capital province is a little too big, you know. There we go, that looks fine. Something like that. Oh gosh, what actually is the plan of the British Isles? There is no plan for the British Isles. These guys right now are pretty unified, but I guarantee you in the next episode they'll be split up again. Or they'll be unified for an episode and then the next one they'll split up, so yeah. It's just, there is no plan for the British Isles, but... Skeleton Man, thank you for the 10. Adiz, I love your videos. Keep up the great work. I plan on it. Thank you for your generosity. Yeti VR, thank you for the 1. Congratulations, both of you, Skeleton Man and Yeti, for your first ever super chat thingy. Yeah. Is that really something to congratulate? Not in a bad way, but like, it's kind of weird. Like, oh, good job. You just spent money on somebody. Excuse me? Yeah, so more borders to draw. And I think it would make sense, honestly, yeah. So the issue... Hello? Should turn on. No, it is on. I'm just using a really small brush. But yeah, Teddy, thank you for the 2. Torpedo Ping, thank you for the 50. I am procrastinating from studying for my oral exam by watching your stream. That's not a good idea. You should probably go study for your exam. But what I was saying is, I should just go back and like rewatch the whole series to make these provinces more realistic, because obviously countries have been annexed over time. So like, you know, it would make sense for provinces to look different in certain areas that have been annexed, but that just takes a lot of work, which is why I was talking about earlier, if we do a season 2, it'll be a lot more polished than season 1. Yeah. Thank you, Billy Bobo Joe. Nope, Billy Bob Joe Jr. for the 2. Can you make a square province in the red team? Of course. We'll put it right up here. It's more of a rectangle, but a rectangle is a square or something like that. So yeah, more provinces to be drawn. I'm gonna outline a little bit more, make a weird shape like this, and then we just cut it up. So yeah, I mean, there's not really a technique to drawing provinces or borders or really any of my videos, because, you know, it's just drawing on the map. Did you guys hear the car horn outside? I was probably just looking like weird when I did that if you didn't hear it. Thank you, Char, for the 1. Much appreciated. All right. And also, like, if there is rivers, obviously the Tigris and Euphrates run through Mesopotamia. I should probably like base the provinces off of that, but you know, just it's just we got a lot of things to do in this stream. Alright, so let's do a little bit more outlining. Thank you, Dom, for the 1. Let's do an outline. Like this. And then we'll do an outline over here too. So yeah, this is like the boring part. We probably should have done this last. We can take a break in a little bit and do major cities, but just for reference, we've only done the red team so far. Yeah, we might be here for a little bit. I could just start going crazy with this though, but I don't want the provinces to be like too like gross looking. But then again, they're provinces and I'll barely ever show them, so who cares, right? But how about we do this? How about we just start like drawing lines throughout this whole thing as if they were regions? I didn't even think about doing regions. We could have definitely done regions. Well, if we do regions, we have to do it after. So there's that. Then we just kind of mend these into smaller provinces like that. There is absolutely no technique in this. Zero technique. Imagine if you had to draw it for the old red team. Yeah, no, that would suck. But as we go out from this area, the provinces will get larger and larger, like especially in these African countries. Like the provinces over here will be super small, but then in the desert they'll be like this big. That's just how it is. But Snooze, thank you for the 2. That was their message, by the way. In case you didn't see it in chat. And sorry for the short notice on this stream. I know I didn't really give a heads up about it, other than the community post last night, but community posts on YouTube are weird because not everyone sees them. I want to make these provinces over here a little bit bigger since they are technically a chunk out of this country, which is a little bit newer. But who knows when these provinces were created, so yeah. And I don't think we have to take the trade route too much into mind for this. Simply because there's going to be a lot of opportunities to draw in major cities. Like if there was a major city in this province, we could just put the city right there. Anyway, I need to make sure that I am reading off all of these donations. Can you make Cornwall an independent country? Yes, eventually. It will happen, trust me. It will happen. But thank you for the 2 knighthood. Pentawerit, thank you for the 2. There are way too many provinces, bro. No, not really. We're just getting there. White Hatter, thank you for the 2. A red team expands after it splits into 2, like a schism. That's not a bad idea, but there is going to be lore between these 3, considering the royal family history thing, lore thing there. Yeah, but thank you. Back to drawing lines. See, I could have done this in my own time. Might have been a better idea, but why not stream it, right? Get some input on what I should do. And then when we eventually get to the more interesting stuff like religion, culture, and major cities, that's when you guys are really going to be able to help out. Because right now I'm just drawing lines on a map, which is what I do for all my videos. But yeah. And I think as we get up to Caucasia, we're going to make them a little bit bigger because geography, which I will use very sparingly. I said I wouldn't use it, but I think in some cases that we will. Thank you, White Hatter, for the 1. Yeah, but this stream, very short notice. Sorry. Because I got back from my big trip. It wasn't a big trip. It was a 5-day trip on Monday. And I didn't get home until like 9. And then right after I got home, I went out. Teenager stuff, right? But I didn't have time to record that day. And Tuesday, I was really just relaxing because traveling for the entire day is very exhausting, even if I'm not the one driving and, you know, doing all that stuff. But yeah, it's exhausting. If you've ever done a long trip, it's exhausting. All right, so this is looking pretty good. We're almost done with the red team, which is nice because then we can stare at a different color other than red for the next 10 minutes. But like I said, I want to make these provinces up here a little bit larger and a little bit more unique looking, so we can do something like that and then split these guys up. And like I said earlier, I wish I did this earlier so the provinces made a little bit more sense throughout history, but unfortunately I didn't. So yeah, but these provinces, as you can see, closer to the capital, they're a little bit smaller. Then when you get further out, they get a lot larger up in Caucasia. And then same thing through here. It's kind of deserty through here, so we can make these guys a little bit larger. Not that large. That would be way too large. But they could be larger in size. Take a shot every time I say larger. You're not going to make it to the end of the stream. There is donations I need to read off. Cortland, thank you for the 2. Red team, come back under that girl, please. That girl is under this country, which... The whole idea of this is that there is no, like, it's kind of like the Holy Roman Empire where these guys claim to be the true successor to the red team, and then of course you have the actual red team claiming to be the successor, but technically these guys have royal blood, so does that give them the justification to be the real successor? But then of course these guys are the actual red team, but they're not ruled by the royal blood, so are they really the red team? That's kind of like what I was going for when the whole red team collapsed. But yeah, you can see the vision there maybe. At the corner of my eye, I keep seeing like the colors for the donations pop up, and yeah. I need to finish the red team. Hold on. It's almost done. Maybe we'll have like 2 very large provinces down here. No. We'll split them up a little bit. There we go. That's cool. Alright, the red team is done. We have done 1. Provinces. Boom. And now I look at the donations. So I just read Cortland's. The North Mapper, welcome to the membership program. I need to update the membership stuff after the videos. Maybe I'll do that after the stream. Kylie, thank you for the 2. You have a headache. Chat is fast. Also 10th dono. Congrats. Addy Kabadi, thank you for the 1. And then thank you for the 2 right after that. Can you make a triangle province? Yes, we will. Hey, does think it's cool idea would be the... I had to move it from my other monitor. I think a cool idea would be for a war to break out between 2 nations over some sort of sports event like El Salvador and Honduras. Once we get closer to modern history, we can definitely do stuff like that. And then Cortland, thank you for the 2. I think she's in the weird color. I want to come back. Yeah, I have stuff planned out for these 3 countries here. But anyway, whoops. we will now start off with the purple one, and we're going to start with the triangle because that's what that person wanted. So there we go, there's a triangle. And now we just start dividing this up. So the purple country is of course one of the newest countries in this series. However, they are on historic lands, meaning that the provinces are going to be a little bit smaller than usual. Nothing wrong with that, of course. And then we'll have their capital province, which will look like that. Now, of course, capital provinces aren't always like large like they are shown here. Sometimes they're extremely small, like cities are just a province, and that it would be hard to show that on a map because it would literally just like look like that and you would barely be able to see it unless I turned off capital layers. But I feel like you want to have the capital shown when you look at provinces, and usually I leave the capitals on anyway. So there's that. I'm gonna start naming these layers so it makes, you know, so I can know what's happening. So this is the province layer. Cool. Snooze, thank you for the 5. I've been wondering if it is possible to draw like how you do on Procreate, another drawing app, like as I'm not having to worry about going over the lines. I've never used that before, so I'm not 100% sure, but the program that I use is paint.net. I'll put the link in chat because the website you get it at is it's sketchy. Kylie, if you can pin that. I don't know if you can actually. I'll pin it, or I won't pin it. I can't pin it. Okay, I don't know why. But this website is sketchy. Just be careful with the links that you choose. Make sure you click the right thing. But it's a free thing, so. Can I add a star? Yes, I will. Thank you, Billy Bob Joe, for the 2. We will add a star province. We'll put it like right here. There you go. It's gonna look so weird. Like, yeah, I saw a message. It was like, imagine trying to learn these in school. Good luck. Is the purple team in chat the one that I'm working on, or is it this one? Because I understand, like, this is I would say it's a fan favorite. I agree. I like the purple country, but they just had to die for the series to continue on. They're still there. It's just like, it's just, you know, it's a shell. It's like the red team. And I saw a lot of things about analyzing. So this is analyzing, and then this is not. There's a difference. The reason I don't use it on the borders is because the recolor tool is really strange. And it allows me to, what? That is not, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. It allows me to recolor, right? But if I use analyzing, as you can see there, if I go back over it, it leaves like a weird lighter color. And over time, of course, you can see that it gets more and more disoriented. So it's just better to not use analyzing because it doesn't happen when you do that. Anyway, back to the line drawing. Make the red team great again. It will be great again, don't worry. Just maybe not as it is. Mr. Boink, thank you for the 5. Yo, I'm back. Do you remember me? You're one of my favorites. I think I remember you. I might remember you. It depends on what stream. If you name the stream, I might remember. But thank you for the 5. And then Ping Whiskey, can we have a pentagon-shaped province? Yes, we can. This purple country is just going to have a bunch of random shapes in it. Pentagon is... No, Pentagon is 5 sides, right? I think go back to school. Hold on, I got this. There we go. Pentagon-shaped province. There actually probably is already a few because that seems to be a common shape that I create. All right. I can definitely speed up this process if I just like go crazy with it, but I don't want the provinces to look like too similar to each other. That doesn't look horrible like that. All right, the coastal provinces are also pretty interesting because sometimes I make them like how they over here, they're like pretty large, but realistically I don't think coastal provinces are that huge. I could be wrong. And also I think Some countries have provinces, and some countries like have counties. They're essentially the same thing. Sometimes they're larger than this. Like, okay, so for example, these are provinces. There's a lot of them, but in like Canada, their provinces are freaking huge. Like, this is a whole province. So you can kind of see how like, over here they're small, but over here they're going to be larger. So it will get quicker as we go on, and move out from like where civilization started. Whoa, the name of the series. Mr. Bonk, welcome to the membership program. So yeah, super fans, which is what he just got, they get the shout out at the end of the video, I believe. I really need to update it. I've only ever updated it twice, and that's really sad on my part. So I need to do better. It does not take long to do either. I just keep forgetting. It's really sad. But I will update it one day. Hopefully today. And if not, then please stop and just leave the program. Because it's not worth it. Yeah. I'm not good at keeping up with it. But okay, purple team done. All right, the gold team. And then I guess we'll do the orange team. So we're doing like the shell of the red team, what it used to be at a point, sort of. We'll have one large province right here for them, and then maybe they have like larger provinces for some reason. Maybe they like combine provinces for easier power control. Who knows? But we'll draw them a little bit larger, especially down over here where there's not a lot of population. We'll make these provinces large. Helps us get through the country quicker. I have a really big one right here. There we go. We'll have a smaller one down here. No, I'll keep it like that. AdizzPro, make a long province. I certainly will, and I know exactly where I want to do it. We'll make one right here. Like that. Cool. I don't want to see any messages in chat about that. But now back to our regularly scheduled province creation. Yes, this is top tier content. Top tier content. Huge. Big provinces. Big provinces. Boom. And I think the ones over here would actually be a little bit smaller, so we'll make them smaller. Like this. Nothing too crazy. And we can just like draw a line splitting this in half. No real... It's kind of like Bob Ross. He just like kind of do whatever you want. That's what he says, right? Just kind of go with the flow. Provinces, you know. It's nothing too special. Welcome, Sigurd Christensen. English is not my strong suit, but welcome to the membership program, and thank you for that. Provinces! Woo! We need to get a theme going in chat, something I can talk about. Storm up some ideas. I like just seeing like the colors in chat of like the different countries people like. Obviously my favorite country was the red team, and that might have shown for a little bit, which isn't the best thing that you want to see when writing stories. I think my biggest comparison for that is there's this manga that I read. Of course, many of you probably know what it is. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. Currently in that story, the main antagonist is absolutely plot armored to oblivion. And that's kind of what happened to the red team for a little bit, where it was my favorite kind of entity in the series. And it just stuck around for too long, and it got away with a lot of things. It kind of reminds me of what's happening in that manga right now. I think these guys are smaller next to the border, so I'll make these smaller as well. Maybe that shows like a population center or like, you know, a larger area, but we'll make these guys get progressively larger as they go out, and that looks pretty good. Okay. So there's the orange team done. Looks pretty good. And the blue team is going to be pretty interesting because they're going to have some really large provinces in this Arabian desert. Disputed territories, that's not a bad idea. I haven't done that yet. I don't know why, but that is definitely something that we can do soon. Anyway, on to the blue team. And like I said, in a little bit, if we get bored of this, we can switch over and start doing major cities or religion or culture. Culture will definitely be a fun one to do because I think I want to base it off the first 5 countries that existed. So the red team, the blue team, the yellow team, the purple team, and the... Was there another one? Yellow team. It was the yellow team up here. Oh, the green team over here. Duh. So yeah, we can definitely do culture. That would be interesting. And off of culture, we can do religion or vice versa. Actually... YouTube has changed a lot about their like I saw someone say ad in chat. YouTube has changed a lot about like how they do ads for live streams. I'm confused about it. But all I know is that I don't have to hit the insert ad button anymore. Usually YouTube just does it for me now, I think. I hope. That's what it said it would do. Billy Bobo Joe, thank you for the 2. Can you make a J-shaped province? Yes, I can. We're gonna put it over here. That. Your J. I guess I should make it like an actual J. A capital J. There you go. I don't know how I'm gonna explain that in the episode. Yeah, I drew in a bunch of provinces, and then, you know, there's a J over here that's just like that, and then, you know, there's a star, there's a pentagon somewhere in here, there, and then there's a square, triangle. It just happens, you know. European influence. But yeah, these provinces need to be larger, so let's make them larger. I know, like, if someone didn't make it to this live stream, they're gonna like watch the next episode and be like, what did I miss? Why is it crazy? Should have showed up to the live stream. But yeah, the live stream, I don't know what a good time to live stream is because we have a mostly global audience. Most of it is the US and Europe, so, and obviously a lot to do with that is the language barrier. I only speak one language. My videos are only in one language. So it makes more sense to appeal to that demographic, I guess the majority in that case, which it sucks to do, but yeah, if there was a way that I can stream at a convenient time for everybody in the world, you know, I would do my best to do that. I can stream at any time. I have the capabilities to pull an all-nighter pretty easily. But yeah. Just unfortunately how it is. I can make these ones a little bit smaller, I believe. These are like older areas. Kylie, thank you for the 2. K-shaped province. You gotcha. 1 second. We'll make that one down over here. That is not what a K looks like. Hold on. There you go. Just like weird letters. Like someone's gonna ask me to type out a whole word. I'm gonna be like, I don't know if I can do that. Just like, yeah, I don't know. What word would I put in there? Some stupid stuff. I would probably not want to do that actually. It's gonna get me in trouble. So I just did some of the green team. I guess that's fair because This used to be part of the red team, so yeah, that's fine. We'll draw in their stuff. Qatar! It's back! And it's split right there. Okay. I guess I could, like, throw in the Qatari provinces. Like a little Easter egg. I'm not sure how many they have, though. Or if they're even provinces at all. But now back to the larger provinces. Someone's gonna find, like, some kind of bad symbol in these. Like, I swear there is no pattern to how I'm doing this. They all roughly look the same because I'm not very creative, but could you do a K and an H shape province? Thank you for the 2 knighthood. I already did a K, so I will throw down an H for you. The only issue is that I don't want there to be too much in one country, so I'll put it over here instead. When we get to the purple team eventually. What am I doing? H. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Bonk, for the 3. Make a banana province. All right. I'm gonna start putting these in random countries. We'll put this one over here. Banana shape province. That's not what a banana looks like. It's a little bit better. JP Franco, thank you for the 2. Add a P next to the J, please. Okay. I won't put it right next to it, but I'll put it near it. Hold on. It's gonna be a weird looking P, I'm sorry. Be a really strange looking P. There you go. That's close enough. Joe X, thank you for the 2. Can you make a Wyoming province? There kind of already is one, but why not? We'll put that one in the... We'll put it in the gold team. We'll put it right here. Wyoming province. Alright. Anyway. And I do want you to know that this is going to affect my peace treaties. I'm not having a star be the border between 2 countries. Although you probably wouldn't see it. Unless the border was like this. Where it's like those provinces. Then you would kind of see it. Maybe I will do that. I don't know. I'm not leaking anything that's going to happen in this region. I'm just saying in general. Okay, the blue team for some reason is taking a very long time. Despite being one of the countries that has some of the larger provinces that we've done so far. So let's get on with it. So we can get to the more interesting stuff in a little bit. I'm realizing how bland some of these borders are. I'm just gonna draw something right through this country now. Ugh, I hate when my computer does like the freezy thing. It's not like, I don't think it's like it's slowing down or anything. I think it just like freezes sometimes. It's like for a millisecond and I can notice it and it makes me very mad. Why you do that? Stop doing that. I think something we can talk about is streaming. Now, I did talk about it in a recent video. I didn't rant about it, but I just kind of like talked about it. I really enjoy streaming, especially like, well, mapping stuff I enjoy because it's interactive with you guys. But like non-stuff, like the stuff I do on AdizzPro, my streaming channel, which go subscribe if you haven't already. This is a perfect opportunity to shout out my streaming channel because you guys are right in front of me. If I put the link in the chat, I have to force you guys to go there. There's a few videos there. There's past stream, the VODs and stuff are there. So go to that. Go subscribe there. It's in the chat. I might pin it. Type the D word? No. Although that would be very funny. Let me pin that one. Okay, that's weird. Go subscribe. But on that channel, like, it's just streaming is so fun. It's so fun. It's easy. And I just like interaction, I guess. So that's my main point with streaming. But streaming on here is also fun because there's so many of you guys. Nevada Garbage Trucks, do a Nevada shaped province in China. Thank you for the 5. Of course. This China, I assume. We'll put it right here. There you go. There's your Nevada. And now we can get smaller with these provinces because we're getting to the more populated areas. This is like where the holy cities are, I guess. I need to look back on that video and determine where exactly I put them at. But we will definitely draw them in for major cities. The ones in the outskirts here, they need to be a little bit smaller. Or larger, not smaller. Take another shot, guys. Every time I say larger. Most of you probably can't drink, though. I would assume. It's okay, I can't either. Also, I don't know if I talked about it. Thanks for 150k. We hit that the other day. That rhymes, nice. I was gonna post about it last night, but I did the live stream post instead. And that's mostly because community posts are weird like that. Sometimes they don't show up for people, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw that the live stream is today. I'll make a 150k post later today, most likely. I like how I have a 10-second slow-mo on, but then again, there's like actively a lot of people chatting, so it's not like we're getting 124 chats per something. I'm not sure. So yeah, it just seems like a lot because it is a lot. Kylie, thank you for the, if it shows up. It's not showing up. Thank you for the 2 Missouri and Virginia province. Of course. And then Gunnies, thank you for the 2 Kaliningrad province. Okay. I'm gonna just make Kaliningrad a province. I don't know if that's what you mean, but we're doing it. So there's Kaliningrad. And then Missouri and Virginia provinces. I'm gonna put Virginia in the, I'll make it in the Dutch country. We'll put it right here on the border of the Prince guy. There's our Virginia province. Missouri, we will put in some random country. We'll put it over here. We'll make it the capital province of this guy. Our Missouri province. Close enough. Where did you get this map? And can you make an E country? Yes. Thank you for the 2 me like plan. I hope I said that right. We will make that province or country, county, yeah. We'll make it in the Lime team. We'll put it right here. E. The map, I got it from mapchart.net. It's a website. You can download a bunch of maps from there. This is just a world map. And then I got rid of all the borders on it. And yeah, look at episode 1 for reference. I just got rid of all the borders. You might be able to customize it so you can have it without borders. I'm not 100% sure because I downloaded a bunch of maps a long time ago and I don't usually go back there to do it. So yeah, there's the blue team done finally. Billy Bob Joe Jr., thank you for another 2 Florida State province. Of course, we'll put that right over here. In fact, we'll put it right here on the border of this. Now Florida, I can never draw. There's my best attempt at Florida. It looks nothing like Florida, but I did my best. That's all that matters, right? Snooze, thank you for the 2. Couldn't people go around the Sahara for more land? That is true. And I think a large part of me neglecting Africa is because there is an imminent scramble to happen for Africa. Not on the same scale that it happened in real life, but a very similar one. Where a lot of the European countries are going to get colonies down here. I'm just kind of waiting to fill in the Americas a little bit more before that happens. But yeah, the countries could definitely just go down and around into sub-Saharan Africa. But that might happen soon. Who knows? Bearman, thank you for the 2. Please make an Idaho-looking prov in dark green. Okay. Which dark green is the question? Because there's a lot of dark green. I'm assuming this one. So we will put it in that one. I hope it's that one. If I see any messages in chat, I will do it. But here's Idaho, the weird looking state. Idaho. And then Jerry, thank you for the 14. Do an L-shaped province. All right, we'll put that in the dark cyan country right here. Nope. Try again. There we go. All right, now back to this. Another no signal. Thank you for the 2. Can you make a sea province in Dutch country? Yes. We'll put it in Iceland. Or you want the main? I guess you want the main one. I'll put it right here. There we go. Okay, speed run back here before people give me more money for no reason. Provinces, go! Very many. We need very many provinces. There's a lot of map to go. I should have done this stream a long time ago, and instead of waiting 20 episodes. It's fine. We're here now. It's crazy. We're an hour in, and I've barely touched the surface. So yeah, like I said though, we will take a break and do like other interesting stuff here in a second. Let's get through the Middle East. How about that? We'll make an official stand. We'll get through the Middle East, and then we will work on other stuff. All right, almost done. I just realized that the border of Arabia has seen better days. What is happening down here? It looks horrible. Chimichanga, thank you for the 2. Make a big C-shaped province in Lime Country. A large one? I don't know how large, but I will make a C-shaped province for you. We will stick it right over here. So it's fairly large. You make Cornwall shaped province in green? Yes. Thank you, Knighthood, for the 2. Cornwall. Yes. I think that's what Cornwall looks like. Let's double check. Cornwall. I'm wrong. It looks a lot different than that. It's a lot smaller than that. There we go. There's Cornwall. Right? Yeah, that looks about right. All right, back to province creation. I finished this, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Now we go to, the purple team. We'll start with our H, because that's where we already have a province. And these guys could be a little bit larger. Even though this is like an older area of the world, I think the provinces here would be a little bit larger than like the ones closer to the red team. That's such a dumb province. It's such a circle. Uzbekistan shaped province. Thank you for the 5 zoink. Uzbekistan. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy indeed. I will get to that in a second. Hold on. I cannot draw Uzbekistan off the top of my head, unfortunately. So I need to pull up something for that. Thank you for the 5 skeleton man. Adizz, can you make a W-shaped province? Yep. Hold on. Let me speed up this process a little bit, you know? And then Joex, thank you for the 2. Can you make a Welsh province? Yes. Okay, so we need to make Uzbekistan and W. We'll make the W down here, like that, sort of close enough to a W. We'll have a small little one right there. And then we need to make Uzbekistan. Oh boy. Okay, we'll make Uzbekistan in Uzbekistan. No, we won't. We'll make it somewhere else. We'll make it over here. That goes down. Ugh, horrible, but close enough. And then we're making a Welsh province. Okay, Welsh. We'll make. It's not going to be perfect, We'll do that. And then can you please make New York and North Italy? Yes, I can. New York. It's not what New York looks like, but close enough. We need to get this done. Stop donating. We need to get the Middle East done so we can do cities or something. Something different. And if we don't want to finish this on stream, then we don't have to. I can do this in between episodes and stuff like that. Because this is going to take a hot second to do. Alright, there's that. Gunnies, thank you for the 2. Make Brittany a province. It kind of already is. It's its own country in a way. I guess we can do... We'll just split it up. It's already a country, so... We'll do... its provinces right now. And of course, it has this little exclave over here. User Astronomical, thank you for the 5. Make an Azerbaijani shaped province. Okay, Azerbaijan. Did you guys see that Armenia is leaving CSTO? I saw that earlier today. Put Azerbaijan in Norway. This looks nothing like Azerbaijan. Holy. Yeah, sorry, that's not the best, but we need to draw provinces. Not time for other provinces. We will get there eventually. But right now we need to finish the Middle East. I think these guys would be fairly small down here. This is where the red team has been for a long time, so I'd imagine their provinces down here are medium to small. Make a province with an exclave. How would I do that? Because it would just look like that the province is a separate, like its own entity, as opposed to being an exclave. So I don't think that's possible without context. And I would, knowing me, I would most likely forget it. Dencro, thank you for the 27. Make a mini Pakistan in central Pakistan. Mini Pakistan in central Pakistan. Okay. Where's Pakistan? India's border goes like that, right? So like right here. Mini Pakistan. Alright. I will try my absolute best. There we go. I mean, that's not bad. You can tell it's Pakistan, I think. Billy Bobo Joe, thank you for another 2. Can you make Florida a province in America? Yes. I'm assuming you mean as like an actual state. I will draw in the Floridian border, but I am not guaranteeing that it will stay as an entire province. This thing is going to be divided up. But for now, it's there. The outline will forever be there. But I cannot guarantee that it will stay whole. Make these guys a little bit larger in the center just to get through with this. There we go. Alright, and that is a majority of the Middle East done. We just gotta do over here now. Unfortunately, this country is very old, so the provinces here are going to be very small. Or the country's not old, but the area was developed a very long time ago. So, small provinces, unfortunately. But like I said, once we get out of the Middle East, the provinces will become a lot larger. Thank you for the 2. Can you make an Ulster a province? Me like a plan, I can do that. Ulster. Let me look up that country, or not country, the county. Ulster is in, it's like Northern Ireland, so yeah, let's do that. Ulster, blah, 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 blah. I think actually I will keep it like this because, once again, like I said, once we get out of the Middle East, the provinces become larger. And And then Meow, I'm an onion. What do you use to make these videos? Paint.net. I said it earlier. I will put it in chat again. Get paint.net. That's the website where you can get it at. Just be careful with the links. This is a pretty sketchy website. As long as you click the right one, which I haven't visited the website in a very long time, so I'm not sure what it looks like now, but you can look up a tutorial on YouTube on how to get it. You can also buy it on the Microsoft store for like $7, but why would you do that when you can get it for free on the internet? Alright, we are speeding along now. We are doing rapid province creation, and it's kind of working. These guys are duplicates of each other, but it doesn't matter in the long run because, like I said, I'm not going to be showing the provinces off every single video, only when there's a peace treaty and the borders change. That's when the provinces get shut off, because the provinces will be exchanged between countries when the peace treaties are done with. And these provinces also now, it'll make it easier for me to like draw in civil wars and revolutions, because the provinces will literally break away and you'll be able to see that, like the before and the after, which is very cool in my opinion. There we go, we'll do that for that. We have one large province there, we'll split this one up. There we go. And this part of the gold team is going to have small provinces too. Used to be part of the red team. Also very old and developed land, so yeah. They don't have to all be huge or small, but a majority of them do. Kind of just shows like the history of the area, I guess. You can see like the patterns among small provinces, how they're like confined in one area. Usually it shows more development, in my opinion. Or in my head, I guess. There's the Middle East, Cyprus. Cyprus will leave as one big province. The Middle East is pretty much done. I need to do this. This one we'll just do like that. Nothing too special. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Middle East is done. Of course, you could say that this area is Middle Eastern. You could say this is Middle Eastern. This is Middle Eastern. You're not wrong, but just for the sake of the stream, we will be doing something else now. Solar Dragon, thank you for the 2. Can you make a war between East and West? Actually, I think I have done that before. Between East and West war. What is... I did the Eastern Hemisphere versus Western Hemisphere. That is a video currently. But now we're gonna do something different. We're gonna get rid of the provinces. Look at our map. So much development has occurred. Wow. Just the Middle East. But I'm gonna do a poll. Let's start a poll. Next thing we can do culture. We can do religion, and we can do major cities. Who's that? Oh. Looks like Major Cities is winning majorly. Now the thing is, we gotta figure out what color to make them. Yeah, Major Cities is gonna win, unless the other. Let's see. We have 700 votes. Unless the other 600 people decide to vote, it looks like it's gonna be Major Cities by a lot. And these are all things we're gonna do. It's just a matter of the order that we do them. I see a lot of people saying white. The white wouldn't be bad, but at this point in the series, Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this isn't like anything. I'm just randomly clicking around, but I don't know if I like that. I don't like it that much. I was thinking maybe like a lighter yellow. Gray. A lighter gray maybe? That's white. I don't like gray either. Just use small yellow dots. Yeah, I was just thinking about doing yellow again, but having them like smaller. That doesn't look bad. It doesn't look good, it doesn't look bad. I think we'll just do smaller yellow dots. Yeah, alright, major cities 1, we'll do that next. And we will start in the Middle East, of course. I'm gonna turn provinces back on just so we can base it off of what we already have. So we'll do a major city right here in that province. We'll do one in this province, one there. We'll do one on the coast over here. We'll put one right there, and we'll stick one right here. So there's the red teams outside major cities. We'll put another one right there. It doesn't have to be anything like too crazy, and I don't want there to be too many. But like that looks fine. It looks fine for major cities. And we'll do this for every single country. So we'll put one right there. And we'll stick one down here on the coast. We'll put another one on the coast right down here. And we'll put one like right here in the middle. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. And there's just a few. Some of the less developed countries obviously will have less major cities, but this is a pretty historical area right here. So I think there should be a few more than not. Same thing with the orange team. These guys have a pretty historic area, so there will be a few more major cities, especially on the border. But we'll have them scattered about. We'll have like their own Mecca / Medina. And honestly, that might be it for them. That looks fine. All their major cities are on the border, which is unfortunate for them. We'll have one on the tip of Qatar. We'll have another one over here. And then for these guys, not too many things going on. We'll have 2 for them. Maybe we'll have only 1 for them. No, we'll put one over here too. Ancient land. Remember that. The blue team, though, they're going to have a few major cities on the coastal area. Of course, these are the holy cities. As you remember, the Holy City Rebellion that occurred. We'll have another one up here. And we'll have one over here too. Like that. Okay. So there's our Middle Eastern major cities. And I don't really want to base them off of real life cities because then, you know, it gets too realistic in a way. Put another one down over here. And we'll put one right there too. I want there to be enough per country, but I don't want there to be too many in one area, you know. This looks fine. I think this looks pretty good for the Middle East. Of course, as the series goes on, there's going to be more and more cities created because more people. But we'll stick another one right there. And then we'll go over to the purple team now. These guys are very fortunate because they are kind of in the heart of Turkey. So there's a lot of major cities in this area, I would imagine. So we'll stick them all over the place. They might have the most by far, but that looks pretty good. And then we'll do the gold team up here. They'll have a few along the coast, which is probably where they would be realistically. We'll put 4 over there. And then these guys, see, like this is why I wish I did this earlier because they're remember the name of the layer. Good. Well, I'm doing it on the same layer as the capital cities, which I think is fine in a way. I don't know if I should have done that though. They're on the same layer. I don't think there's an issue with that. There might be an issue with that. That's fine. I didn't get too far. So what we can do is we can just copy them all and go around the capitals so far. So like this. Because luckily all the capitals are in coastal areas. So we'll just copy them all, cut that out. Cut the red team's one out. That. And then we do copy, and then we do new layer, paste, go back to this layer, delete. Undo that, and there we go. So now we have them as a separate layer. There we go. Okay, I think, yeah, that was probably a good idea. So we'll do major cities as a layer. And then we'll do capitals as a layer. Like that. And then I'll turn them both on. Okay, cool. Mountain. Thank you for the 50. W8 is. You guys are very generous. Thank you so much. You should have said something else so I could have done something for you on the map. Major cities. More. We need more. Turn provinces back on to this country. We'll do one there. Just making sure I'm on the right layer, because once you click the wrong layer and you do a bunch of stuff, it's over. You're just cooked. It's not good. It's really not good. I think that's good for them though. And now we're in the confusing area, because we have all of our major cities done and a bunch of provinces. But now it gets interesting because we don't have provinces to base the major cities on, which is what I was doing earlier. I think we'll be fine because I can draw provinces around them, but I would prefer to have the provinces already there. You don't want to know how many major cities in the Lime team and the Chinese city? Well, they're not going to have too many. The Lime team is mostly lord up, is mostly a coastal kind of country. Not a lot happening on the interior other than over here. Like, there's not much happening in this area. So keep that in mind. But we'll do the Greek one next. We'll put another major city there. We'll put one there, 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 and there. These guys will only have one extra one. We'll just scatter them. Not too much going on with the placement, which is why I want to kind of do the provinces first in these areas, but it's nothing. It's not horrible. Just a preference. And then, you know, some of these countries are like in the middle of nowhere, so they're not going to have too many major cities. Like this red team is not going to have any major cities other than what they already have, of course. And then, of course, we can also look at trade routes and how that would affect major cities. So I'm going to scatter a few along the trade routes, just like preemptively. We'll stick a few here and there, kind of everywhere. I'm gonna do the Middle East, of course. The yellow team, which I don't even know, these probably won't show up for them, so we'll have to do something separate for them. But green team, we'll do that. The lime team, we'll start doing stuff for them. And if I don't like how this looks, then I'll go back and change it, but yeah. A few more in the Chinese country. None there. We'll put one. No, we're not gonna put any there. We'll put one there, there, there. That's where the capital. We'll put one there, and then we'll put one here, 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 there, and there. And then in Africa, we'll do one there, 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 and there. And I think that's the trade route for the most part. So we have a few more cities in now. Pablo the War Turtle, thank you for the 2.22. But do a Cumbria province in Scotland. Cumbria. Be an image of that. I can do that real quick on the province layer. So that is like, it's kind of already there in a way. Not really. Wait. Blazing, yeah, it was, okay. So it was like that. There you go. No, hold off on that because we're doing major cities right now. So now back to this. We'll just keep scattering them about kind of randomly. This country might have a few because of its historicalness. Yeah, hold on. and Allison off. There we go. There's a few here and there. Trade route stuff was already done, so put one there for them. Not much happening over here. I'll put one there for them. Maybe one there for them. These guys are fairly new. They're not going to have one. I'll put one down there for them. These are like the less populated areas, so you know there's not going to be too much happening over here. Put two down there for them. Maybe one over there. Korea, this will be interesting because they're all going to be like this. A few major cities for them, I think is fair. Japan, not too many people living here currently. We'll put a few for each, something like that. And then these guys, just horribleness. We'll put a major city in their exclave, and then we'll just put two there. I'll put one for the blue team up there. The Vietnamese team, we'll put on the coast. Maybe one there. Malacca, we'll get one. The Lime team, yeah, I put one in their capital already. Okay. Put some down here. I'll put a few. Actually, we're going to put a lot. The Lime team is right now the most powerful country, of course, so it's only fair. And then those guys, I can barely see their stuff. We'll put a few for them. We'll put two up north. And we'll put one in Sri Lanka as well. And then now we look over to Europe and the brown team. We'll put a few on their coast. We'll put two in Britain, one over here. The green team can have a few. The purple team can have a few. The cyan team can have a little bit more. These guys get a little bit more. One there as well. And then these guys are going to have a lot of cities on their coastal area. That is, of course, where they developed. We'll put two down in there. Like that. One there. We'll put two down here for them. And then Britain-wise, we'll put like two. I will redo this when Britain comes back, or if it ever collapses again, I'll put the capitals as major cities. Put one in Greenland, we'll put one in Iceland. I'm not going to do any major cities in the Americas just yet, because I don't think there would be any. Major cities for these guys on the coast, maybe one there for them. The brown team all along the coast, maybe one there for them. The green team, put one there, and these guys will have one. Each of these little like tribal lands will have one. They don't have capitals, but they do have major cities. And I think that nope, I didn't do Scandinavia. All right, Sweden will have a few. Norway will have a few going up here, and one there, of course. One in the middle of nowhere. Finland will have a few. Nothing too crazy. And then these guys as well need some. Alright. I think we have done it. Maybe? The purple team needs a few because obviously they're historic. So we'll do that. I'll put a few down there, one there. One in Sardinia. Another one in the lime team. I mean, these are like historic lands, so there's obviously going to be a few. There we go. So there are our major cities. I'm just looking to make sure I didn't like miss anything major. Like these countries over here are obviously going to have too many because there's not a lot of people living here. But we'll scatter them about. I need to do that. We can throw these guys some cities as well. Same with these guys. There we go. And if I missed any countries, I'll fix it. I will eventually fix it. But those are our major cities. And now we're going to go back to province creation. And I need to read some messages. Give Sicily a major city. I did. So thank you, your boy Joe, for the 2. Sigurd, thank you for the 45. Can you add mid each land? Oh boy. Okay, let's see what that looks like. The football stuff came up for that place. Map. It's a place in Denmark. Yeah, I can do that pretty easily. We'll go back down to the right brush size. And man, Denmark looks like something. They look like something. All right. That and then that. I think. It's roughly that. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you. How about that? There you go. And then we go back to here. Put one in the Uzbek province. I did. But thank you, Sigurd. Thank you, Zoink, and thank you, your boy, for the Sicily. I got that. I got 2 in Sicily now. Okay, so we're gonna go back to provinces, and then we'll do the next one, which will either be religion or culture. I'm excited for culture. I will say that much, because I think it's gonna be super interesting. But yeah, on to the Greeks. These are low-key one of my like sleeper favorite countries, the Greek one right here, because they're just chilling. They ain't never done anything, I don't think, that I remember. So they're just chilling. Thank you, Addy, for the 2 at a major city in the long province of the Orange. Long province of the Orange. This one? Okay, we'll do one there. Why not? Boom. Nope. Boom. All right, we're done with major cities. I'm not going to do any more requests for that. We're doing provinces again. I'll do a request for what about population? I don't think we're going to do population because it's always going to be changing, and also I'm not too sure on how I would draw that. I could use colors obviously, but it would be changing so much in every episode that I feel like it would be it would get kind of stale to update all the time, and I would eventually just give up. So yeah, I don't really want to do population for those reasons. But anyway, we will continue with our provinces. Now they get a little bit larger here and a little bit quicker. So this won't take as long as the Middle East, I don't think. Just cook it up. The dogs downstairs are going crazy for no reason. See, like when I was little, I always wanted to have dogs as pets when I had my own place, but I don't think so now. One, I'm allergic to them, which sucks. So that's reason number 1. And reason number 2, they just bark too much. Stop barking so much. Please, I need to be quiet. You probably notice them in the background of some of my videos. There's nothing I can do about it. It sucks. There you go. There is our Greek provinces. And if you remember the orange team, this is kind of them. It's in the same area, but the orange team was a country that existed for a little bit earlier on in the series, and then it fell to the red team in a big war. They are kind of back, but not the same. I don't know if anyone really noticed that, but we'll make their provinces kind of large. Sky Gamer, thank you for the 2. A Quebec-shaped province in purple, please. All right, let me pull up Quebec real quick. New images, and then I'll do. Oh boy. Okay, we're putting that out. We're putting that in purple. Okay, this ought to be interesting. That goes in a lot. And that kind of goes down. I mean, that looks nothing like Quebec, but if you kind of turn your head a little bit, it'll look like it. But back to the provinces. The provinces. Just, yep. The shattered Farmers Union. Very sad sight to see indeed. I didn't really like the Farmers Union when I made it. I think it's mostly because I was calling it the Farmers Union when... or the Farmers Alliance every time, and really I should have just called it by its color instead, but yeah. It's gone now, so who cares? I need to rewatch that video to see what it initially happened to it. I don't remember if I split it or if I just made it into 2 new countries. I think I just split it into 2 and gave it a new government, but I'm not 100% sure. So I need to rewatch that. But these provinces are going to be kind of larger because, of course, this is where all the farming happens, which means not a lot of population and hence bigger provinces. So, of course, there's also going to be like suburb areas, which suburbs aren't really a thing as of now. but they will be, which means smaller provinces, or slightly smaller provinces around the provinces around, wait. It means slightly larger provinces around the small city provinces, and they progressively get larger as they go away from the city. So kind of like how I'm showing here, like these two on the outside are large, and then there's one like big one over here. I'll do that. And they get smaller, or they start small and they get bigger progressively as they go out, which isn't always the case, but you know what I mean, I think. So we'll throw in some like funky looking city provinces. We'll put these ones in the same province. It's a little something different. And we'll put a bunch of small ones around them. Like this. And I guess this is just population density, sort of. Gerrymandering, if you will. I mean, I don't think elections are too big of an issue at this time because everyone's still like killing each other and colonialism is happening. Democracy isn't the most popular subject at this point, I guess I should say. Not as popular. It's more of like monarchies and stuff. But there are a few democratic countries. I don't remember which, though. That's the thing about having long series, is you kind of forget details over time when you say things. But there are these guys done. And we're moving right along now. We're getting pretty good in Europe. Of course, these countries over here are fairly new, but they do still have historical significance because of the purple team. They once had all the land over here, so of course these provinces will be a little bit smaller than the ones that I'll be drawing here in a little bit. Same with these guys here. And once we get to Asia, it will like, I'll probably do Asia and like really quickly because these guys have no one living there. Their provinces are going to be really large. Same thing with the colonies and Africa. So we're really just doing like the denser part of the world at this point. But yeah. They're, I guess, the more popular, population-wise, denser. That could be used as like a British insult, like, oh, are you dense? You know, British people say weird things like that. I mean, like population density. What? I'm live streaming, what?
Huh?
Live streaming.
What?
Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, I had to talk to somebody. My fault. Now we continue on with the exhilarating province drawing. Exhilarating, I know. We'll get the culture here in a little bit. Maybe I'll finish off Europe and then we'll do culture. Culture, or I guess we'll do culture or religion. Those both sounded very fun at this point. And I have an idea for religion. It has something to do with the nomadics, sort of. Like Korea moved all the way over here and they started their own religion. And that's kind of like the religion in Asia, but there might be different variants of it due to different regions. Like Japan might have a different variation of Korea's religion because they've been separated for a little bit. So, yeah, the vision, I have a vision for all this. Now, once we're getting into like the less populated areas of Europe now, so these provinces are going to get, say it with me, larger. Yes, take another shot. Do one for the capital. That, and then we'll do stuff like this. Cool. We'll put a large, we'll just put two large ones up here. Like this. And of course the yellow team was here at one point, but I feel like with how much like Eastern Europe has changed over the years, that the province's shape would probably change as well. just due to different governments and different situations and stuff like that. Rebellions and revolutions. That all changes like provinces and how they're shaped realistically, so yeah. And then what's the Dutch team? I might do regions for them, but at the same time I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see when we get there. We're not doing them just yet. There's that one, and yeah, like I said, they're getting larger. Compared to this mess, they're getting larger. My back hurts. Oh. Ethnicity map, I thought about doing that, but with all the new countries that are eventually gonna pop up and all the countries that are gonna fall, it might be too much. We'll see. I can do another one of these streams where we either A, finish the provinces, or B, add even more stuff. Looking maybe at both of those combined. I don't know if I want to do this all the provinces in one stream, because I'm realizing now it's going to take a while. Definitely longer than I anticipated. I thought this would be like maybe like a 2-hour stream at max, but we're rolling up on 2 here in 30 minutes, so yeah. But streaming, definitely I enjoy streaming, so I'm not afraid to do another stream anytime soon, as long as I planned it out better this time, because I didn't plan this one out very well at all. I didn't think I was going to do it until the day before, so my bad on that. Lost York, thank you for the 2. Love from Norway. Can you make a Czechia province? Yes. I will make a Czechia province. So let's look up Czechia for reference. It auto-corrected to the Czech Republic. That's funny. I'll put them in up here. It's not what Czechia looks like at all. I'm so sorry, but we'll leave it like that. Close enough. You know it's Czechia, or at least it sort of looks like it. Nevada, thank you for the 2. Do a South Dakota province in the Dutch country. Okay. South Dakota actually does have a sort of unique shape. It's not just a square. It has like a tail at the end, and it goes like that. South Dakota. But yes, time to finish up big province in Eastern Europe. Quickly, please. Oh, I'm kind of like missing the colors now. It's getting sloppy. Uh-oh. I might just leave it like that. It looks fine. This one would be too big though. Your boy Joe, thank you for the 2. You make a Connecticut-shaped province in Ireland. Okay. Connecticut. It looks kind of similar to South Dakota in a way. We'll put it right here. Connecticut-shaped province. It kind of looks like Connecticut. Good enough, right? Making AdizzPro province. I don't even know what that would look like. Like outline of my head or something. Or just an A, I guess. Alright, now we'll go to the yellow team. Outline them like that, and then we start filling it in. I've noticed also, like, as I stream, my voice progressively gets quieter and quieter. I don't know why that is. I guess it's just something that happens. Not accommodated to the constant, or not the constant, but streaming in general, other than when I do it on my other channel. But even then, I still do it there, so it's kind of weird. I don't know why it happens. Who knows? All right, there we go. That looks fine. So yeah, now we do the purple team up here. And one thing that I really hate about this series, not saying that I like this is like a reason I dislike it. I don't dislike this series at all. I really like this series. But something that I hate about it is the repetitiveness of colors. Ugh, it's horrible. There's a purple team here, there's a purple team here, and then there's a purple team here, and one there as well, and one there as well. And then there's a blue team here, blue team, blue team, blue team, blah, blah, blah. There's two of the same colors right here, which I don't know how that happened. There's the brown team, which looks kind of ugly on the map, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's just the repetitiveness of colors. I don't really like it too much. But there's not much I can do about it. And I saw a lot of people commenting about how they wanted me just to draw in borders, and have the map white. I don't think I would like that at all. I think it would look really bad for the series, so I'm not going to be doing that. We're just going to be keeping colors until the grand finale, which is nowhere in sight, unless for some reason the series falls off the face of the earth. But this has probably been one of the more successful series that I've done. I don't know if it's the most successful one, but it's definitely up there in popularity, so that makes me happy. As long as the series is popular and you guys are liking it, then it will not die. That's kind of what happened with Alternate Future. The popularity of it died down really quickly. And I will admit, there was a point where I was like very obsessed with, I wouldn't say obsessed with, but very worried about view count and like channel health. I don't feel as much about that anymore because I've accepted that, you know, mapping as a whole is dying down for me, and I guess you guys as well. And with that, of course, comes less and less analytics. So I've accepted that, you know, some series aren't going to do as well as others, and the view counts, I don't really care too much about it anymore as long as it isn't like consistently digressing to a point where it's like hurting me. So yeah, I'm a little bit more tolerant with how videos do now. Of course, if a video completely flops, I'm like, damn, I guess I'm not going to do that anymore, but that doesn't happen too often. Although it did happen with one of the recent ones. Which one was it? I think it was the one I posted 2 days ago. Was it the Bricks one? Bricks Civil War? Yeah, no one watched that one. That kind of sucked, but it's whatever. I posted that while I was on vacation, so nothing too like crazy to worry about. Yeah, my vacation was great. I really enjoyed it. I don't think I really told many people that I went on vacation, but I was on vacation for 5 days. Favorite series that I made is this one. This is definitely my favorite series, Nevada, but thank you for the 2. But yeah, I was on vacation to a Midwestern state for the past 5 days. It was fun. I enjoyed my time in the state, which is something that is ironic because I have historically hated on the state, but after going to a different part of it other than like Kansas City, which it's Missouri, big shocker there. I don't know why I didn't just say that from the start, but after going to different parts of the state, I've learned to enjoy it a little bit more, and I would rate it differently in terms of my state rankings of states that I've been to. Some states have a really bad grade. Missouri was one of them, but I wouldn't put them in like a bad category. I'd put them in like a mid to average category now. So definitely, I enjoyed my time there. It was fun. And I gotta say, Midwestern people, so much better than the people over here. People over here are assholes. I guess it's just like the East Coast thing, though. I mean, there's so many people over here, so you meet a lot more different types of people. Whereas in the Midwest, it's a lot more, Midwestern America, I should say. It's a lot more, just less, how do I put this? It's less, I don't know how to put it. Forget it. I don't know. But there's people are nicer. A lot nicer. $150K? I think we've been hit 150K, right? We hit that yesterday. Unless you tuned in a wipe. No, we hit that on June 10th. Yeah, we've hit it for a little bit now. See, like, when I have something to talk about, this goes by a lot quicker. I just need stuff to talk about. Skeleton Man, thank you for the 5. Have you quit Alternate Future Season 2? Okay. Big announcement here. I do plan on finishing that series. There will be a finale for Alternate Future Season 2. and I'm going to leak a little bit more. I planned on making a full-on production for it. I actually have a script, a little bit of a script for an animated finale for that series. That's how big it was going to be. But the series just died quickly. I lost my animator too. He was unable to fully animate it for me. So really, it just kind of fell apart. And the series also died as that was happening. So that's not happening anymore, unfortunately. And I would animate it myself if I knew how to animate. If I did it, it would look like a slideshow, which I don't want that kind of quality for you guys. Also, I can't draw people. I suck at drawing people. But there was going to be characters. It was going to be revolved around the two the two Swiss scientists that were in the trailer talking. You know, the machine, all that stuff. If you remember that, there was a lot of lore built on that series, and it even I'm going to spoil it, sort of. It was even going to be connected to this series in a way. There was going to be a connection to this series. The whole thing was all connected up, and it was going to work greatly, and it was going to be it was just going to be awesome. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out. The timing didn't work out, and the series died. So I gave up on that. Although if the series, maybe if I do an alternate future season 3, which I'm not announcing that. I have no confirmation if that is ever going to happen. But if I ever did an alternate future season 3, maybe I would pick back up with the lore. I would definitely try to do the series a lot better so it's more entertaining for you guys and so that it doesn't die. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff planned out for alternate future season 2, and I want to do a finale for it. It will just be one more episode. I don't know when it's coming out, so don't get excited or anything. I'm not saying it's coming out anytime soon, but there will be a finale for it. And I had to rewatch the whole series to see what's happening and how exactly I can end the series off in one episode. So yeah, my suggestion to you guys is do rewatch the alternate future season 2 series, and just take it all in, because it will be ending eventually. Not right now. I'm not saying it's happening this summer, maybe even not this fall, maybe not even this year. But the alternate future season 2 series will end. It's going to end. There will be a finale. And I'll do a whole premiere for it, just like I did for alternate future season 1, which, great series, by the way. It did great. Alternate future season 1 was insanely good. Season 2 started off pretty well, but it died down pretty quickly. But season 1 was it a part of the 100K celebration? Or was it part of the build-up to it, I think? I don't fully remember, but I don't know. But I hope you guys can get excited for that, because I think the hard part about making the finale is that a lot of people have already given up and moved on from the series. I mean, there's still a few people who actively push for it to come back, and I respect that. I understand. But I just can't. I can't. It's been too long. It would perform worse than it did when I stopped doing it. Season 1 was 50K. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, also another big part of that series ending was the fact that I lost the map for it. Luckily, somebody in the member Discord, which is a benefit of becoming a member, by the way, there's a members Discord server. They recreated the map for me. Now the issue with that is, which, I mean, that's huge. Like, thank you to them. I think it was Canada, I think, maybe. But they got it back, so I can do that. But the issue is I don't have the alliance map for that, so I'm not too sure how that is. I'm gonna have to heavily base it off of the last episode and do my best to redraw it to its full extent. But even then, it's not gonna be perfect, but that's why I'm ending it on one episode as opposed to doing a few episodes and ending it. Because it just allows for me to end it without it being too sloppy. Stream is dying. Yeah, of course, I'm drawing in provinces. Let's do something different. Do we want culture or do we want... Let me add to the poll real quick. Poll... Do we want next... Culture or religion? Religion. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'll talk about that while that's is cooking up. We have one video that is, I think, 2,000 views away. It was last night, at least. Yeah, no, it's 3,000 views away from 1 million views. And that is the What If the World Went to Total War video. It is currently at... I'm gonna link it in chat here in a second. It's currently at 997,000.9 views. We need about 2,000 more to get it there. So I'm gonna post it in. I'm gonna post the link in chat. At some point or another, go watch it and come back. See if we can get there today. Whoa. So I'm gonna post it. Nevada, thank you for the 2. I plan to do a special for 200K. I don't have an exact idea, but I think I'll do a stream. Nico, thank you for the 5. Just a suggestion, but what if Korea and Alaska broke away and became the first America's country? Yeah, I have a plan for the Americas. Don't worry. That might be sort of what it is. It may not be, but yeah, something of that nature will happen. And while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna draw in some more provinces. But if you're in the stream right now, make sure to go and vote in the poll. There's 970 people here. We need about 400 more votes for an exact decision. These provinces up here can be huge. There's nobody living up here, so we might have like Kola as like one province like that. There's just nobody living here. And I think with like drawing in provinces, I'm officially kind of declaring that there is organization within the governments. Of course, there is already organization. Obviously, there needs to be organization for a government to function. But like on a local government scale, I think that is what this is officially saying. Or not, you know, maybe these are just territories that aren't official provinces. Of course, there's no democracy in a lot of these countries at this point, so it's not like these are all provinces that are voting in elections and so on and so forth. But it does give some kind of local authority to some governing body. Or maybe not. I don't know. That's why there's a lot of interpretation for you guys to do in this series. This could be another aspect of that. Yeah. Right now it looks like religion is winning, but just barely though. You guys could definitely flip it with 400 more votes. So just vote. Make sure to vote. But yeah, culture, religion. I kind of want to do culture first, but if you guys want to do religion first, we'll do religion first. Just whichever goes first, we'll have to base the other off of it in a way. So yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to do culture first, but that's fine. There is the Finnish country provinces. And I guess the big outlier right now is the gold team and the Caucasian team. We'll do the Caucasian team right now. These guys we're going to go back to small provinces for a little bit. Way more historical area, so of course smaller provinces in this area. More population, more history, small provinces. More regions, departments, whatever you want to call them. This looks like a bear, sort of. Do you guys see it? It looks like a bear, in my opinion. It's a bear. I'm declaring it as the bear province. Getting a little sloppy, gotta be careful. Okay. Looks like it's still tied up. Oh no, it went down. Culture took a swing. Percentage is now 46. Oh no, it changed back. 45, 55. 10% outlier for religion. Oh, another thing we could talk about is the upcoming election in America. When I started doing mapping, I envisioned that I would want to cover elections in a way and do like scenarios and predictions. I'm not too sure if I want to do that now, considering that the audience is more global. It's a lot less, well, not a lot less, but there's not as many as Americans as I had thought there would be at that time. Because my first mapping video was, of course, the fixing the borders of the United States video, which a lot of people from the United States watch that video. Of course, it's about the United States. But then I started doing more global videos. I got a more global audience, and here we are. Something that I really want to do is like a breakdown of analytics in a video. Yeah, too political. I agree. Like we can break down the demographics and we can see like where our viewers are at, and like, you know, which outlier countries, or like which random countries do I have viewers from. Like, do I have viewers from Eswatini? Probably. Well, I want to do a whole video on that. Maybe we'll do that for like a special. Maybe that could be the 200,000 subscriber special. But I definitely want to do a live stream for that either way. I just enjoy live streaming way too much. It's too fun. Of course, this is not the most exhilarating live stream that I've ever done. This is probably one of the more boring ones that I've ever done. That's because I'm just drawing in lines repetitively over and over again. But there is the Caucasian country. And now, that square province is way too big, dude. We have to figure out the gold team. I can fix it. I can get the cut straight. Don't worry. I got this. Professional haircutter. Did I fix it? It looks a lot less obvious, I guess. It's better. It's better. Poll has actually swung a little bit. We're looking at 47.53 now. Keep voting, guys. There's still about 200 outlying votes. 250-ish. Should I kill off the gold team soon? Just kind of out of nowhere. The gold team has been around for a long time. I don't really have an opinion on them. Like, I don't like favor them or dislike them at all. It's just neutral. I can kill them off though. They've been here for a while. Killing off countries is fun. Because there's some people who are like, yay, and then there's some people who are like, what? I'm unsubscribing. I'm never watching this series again. How could you? The purple team, the red team, they were my favorite. Oh no. What is going on here? Oh, there's a circle. Which layer is that on? Probably on this one, right? Yep. Got it. Cool. We move on. Keep the OGs alive. No, don't kill them. Gold is kind of ugly color. I disagree. I like the gold country. The color, at least. Right now I'm just doing like the more dense areas. These are the more dense areas right here. And then down this coast as well. There would be a lot of small provinces. And I guess in a way the provinces can also be your population density. So there's the answer for that. The smaller provinces usually mean more people, as I've stated before, but just for the necessity of the topic. Smaller provinces equal more people. More people means more population density. So that's kind of your population density map, I guess. The bigger the provinces, the less people are there. The smaller, the more. Thank you, content creator, for the 2. Could you do a Pennsylvania shaped state? Yes, I will put that in the gold team. We'll do it for their capital city, actually. Pennsylvania is an interesting shaped state. It's got like a... It looks something like that. When was the last time I went to Pennsylvania? It's been a while. It's been a long while. A couple of years, but I have been to Pennsylvania before. Update on the poll. There's still around 200 outlying votes. So those 200 people, if you haven't voted, make sure to go vote. But it's looking like religion's gonna win. So once I finish up the gold team, we will do that. There's your official limit, I guess. And like I've said before, I'm not sure if I'm finishing up all the provinces in this episode, We still have to do Western Europe, and we have to do all of Asia. So maybe I'll do... Whew, that's a really bad voice crack. Wow. Maybe I'll do another stream soon. One that I'll plan out better. I'll do it over the weekend maybe. But yeah. Or maybe I'll just finish it on my own time. I don't know. It just depends. It depends on a lot of things. I'm not sure how much longer it would take to finish all of the provinces at this point. If I just put like a big one right there, that'd be kind of funny. Speed run, go. Okay. I remember that comment earlier. Imagine having to remember all of these provinces in school. Whew. No, thank you. I'm gonna move to one of these countries where there's only like 20. Only 20, which is still a lot. But over here, I don't think there's a lot of people living in the gold team, so these provinces can be pretty big. Not that big, but we'll split this one up a little bit. That looks fine, I think. I think I made the provinces over here way too small. Realistically, there's not a lot of people living in this region, so I can go back and change them on my own time if I don't like it too much, or as the series progresses, I can always change province shapes and stuff like that. But I think the main thing with this is I don't want to change the province shapes, so the map can like change in a logical way with provinces being exchanged and stuff like that. I'll have a few large ones over here. Like one big one right there. That looks fine. Okay, cool. So there's the gold team done. We have all of Eastern Europe done. We need to do Central and Western Europe. We need to do the rest of Scandinavia. And then Asia, of course. Africa will be quick. And I don't know how or if I will do provinces over here. Any plans for a career other than YouTuber? I was really hoping that this would work out in a way where I could just live off of YouTube. Sorry, I need to stretch. In a way that I could just live off of YouTube and have a part-time job. That's my dream. Of course, my dream isn't to have a part-time job. My dream is to fully live off of YouTube. But you know, once I'm out of college, I can do close to daily videos. That would just be a lot to do, though. But yeah. I don't really have an exact plan for a job. I don't even know what I'm doing in college yet, so. Anyway, time to do religion. This is going to be extremely interesting. I don't know how I'm doing this. Religion. Okay. First, I'm getting rid of provinces. Then I'm getting rid of major cities. We'll just have the main base layer there. Province border gore? No, thank you. Religion. Okay. Religion. So there is an option on Paint that allows you to do like that. Maybe we can do something like that. The only issue is I can't mess up because if I stop clicking and go back to click, it goes over that. But I don't actually necessarily don't have to do that. What I could do is I can make the opacity of this layer like that. And then I can go, oh, okay, we'll do that. So yeah, I think we'll do something like this. We'll have different colored religion, which, oh boy, I guess we could do white and black as well. White, black, and gray. Nah, we'll just do the primary colors. We'll do red, green, yellow, blue. So our first religion will be, of course, based in Arabia. This is where the world started, so these guys are all going to be under a similar, if not the same religion, which in this case looks kind of orangish slash purple, but in reality it is red. You cannot see it over the red team. Yikes. So this area is all under one religion. Finish that off, and this isn't going to be pretty. It's not going to look good, but I will rarely ever show this. There's our first. Can you guys think of a better way to do this? maybe I can make a border. If I do like this as an outline, I don't know. If I had like the borders, like the straight up borders, I would just color in the different countries. But the issue is I don't have the borders. Or what I can try to do instead is I can duplicate this layer and just get rid of all the colors on it. Not like that. Oh, it's gonna look so bad though. It's gonna look horrible. Do tolerance up. Oh god. Why is it doing that? Yeah, no, it's making the black pink. What? That makes no sense. This. I can just fill in the countries, I guess. Bear with me, this is gonna take a second. This is the plan though. Get rid of the pink, red, all the red team, darker one, get rid of those, get rid of that, nope, not that, like that. We'll do this, get rid of those countries, get rid of the blue countries, get rid of that country, this country. You just click on them, I guess, that works too. Bear with me for a second. This might take a little bit. This is so weird how I'm doing this. Because it looks like I'm just clicking them, but I'm recoloring them to a different color. Which is white in this case. Get rid of the countries, we don't need them. Series is over, cancelled, done. Done, no more. Okay, yeah, the map is getting a little bit messed up, but that's okay. Say goodbye to your favorite country. Okay, that one's broken. They're all going away. And we're not going to do any of the main religions in real life, because why would we do that? This is a whole different timeline. Okay, there's all the countries gone except for this one. We'll just do that. And now we get rid of all the unexplored. No, we'll keep the unexplored land for a little bit. And now civilization starts over again in the little Glime Team Island right here. I think I got everything. I did. So now what we can do is look back and forth between these two and draw in some religions. I'll start with the red one. I'm gonna turn off, I'll sing for this, unfortunately. We'll do this one. Nope, I keep clicking the wrong layer. Okay. We're gonna be on this layer. Start with a red one. And this is gonna be the kind of like the OG religion in a way, I guess you can say. This is the religion that the red and blue team had. And of course, all of the areas that were once a part of those two countries support that religion as well. So this is like Islam in a way. It's not Islam though. And this will spread all the way out into the southern area over here, because there will be a different religion in that area, but that will be that as well. The red team also, well, I don't want to interfere with the green team too much, so we'll push this back a little bit. I need to go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the series playlist, and we're going to look at some of those OG countries, because I believe that's where I think it's appropriate for religion to start. And if you think about it over time, of course, countries are going to force their religion on others. That's just whoa. That's just how it is in real life too, unfortunately. So looking at the first episode thumbnail, the red team's religion is all over the place. It's going to be spread throughout Africa. And the red team and the blue team do share a religion as well. So we'll just make this religion like all like on that. Episode 3, that's when that team broke away. Red team has an interesting here. We're gonna actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the whole Turkish area the red team's religion, as well as up in here, like that. So maybe they spread their religion this way. Honestly, the Persian country too, because they annexed that for a little bit. This, like I said, would have been better for me to do a long time ago, because it would make more sense as to like why stuff like that happens. Dank, thank you for the 27. Make a kind of Aztec religion and farmers union. Okay. Maybe we'll do that. I'm not 100% sure, because this is more historical than it is based off of what you guys like want. So we'll have that religion there. I guess I'll base it off of the country as well. I mean, then at that point it's kind of like doing culture to an extent, which I don't want. But we'll do the green team's religion. This one is going to be huge. So this one surrounds pretty much all of Central Asia, except for that new country. Oh, that's so dope. I didn't even think about doing this. Look at that. That's cool as hell. Anyway, I'm going to change the opacity of that. So now we can kind of see where we're drawing. So, oops, not what I wanted to do. Okay, this layer. So this religion, all up in here. This is one of the more popular religions in a way. Oh wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. No, I'm not. Am I doing this wrong? No, I'm good. Okay. This. I'm not gonna follow like the exact borders of countries, because religion doesn't really have borders in real life, so that makes sense. Popular religion. Okay. I think the pink team would also subscribe to this religion. So like that. You know, different provinces. Maybe like it's spread into areas of Caucasia as well. And down into here. And different areas of the gold team. Because like I said, religion doesn't have boundaries. It just kind of spreads. So we'll make it go down in here as well. We'll make this one a large one. Like this. There you go. So looking at that now, we can see that very large religion. I'm going to clean up the edges a little bit, make them less round. Okay, that looks fine. So there's a big religion there, which is from the green team. Forgot Newfoundland? What do you mean? Thank you for the 2 skeleton though. What do you mean I forgot Newfoundland? Oh! That's what you mean. I was like, what are you talking about? Duh. That's stupid. I even talked about it in the last episode how I could barely see that color. That's funny. But now we'll do the yellow team's base religion, which the yellow team originated and has always been up where the gold team is. So we'll make them like a green color, because I want to make sure there's a distinction between their culture and religion, because they are technically 2 different things, although they are very interconnected in real life. So, but these guys' religion they're basically all of Northern Europe. Scandinavia might have like a different branch of it, but like this is the religion in Central/Eastern Europe. So what that looks like is this. And for Central Europe, or I guess the Balkan area, that was like purple and orange team stuff. And I'm gonna say that the orange team didn't have its own religion, so we're gonna actually split the Balkans up between those purple and green team stuff. So yeah, provinces, it's whatever. So like that. And of course, like I said multiple times now, there's gonna be branches of religion going on as well. I don't know if I'm gonna draw that in necessarily, but we'll see. And then we'll do the yellow team's religion, or the purple team's base religion. This one is also pretty large, spanning all along the Mediterranean area and into the brown team in a way. Although I do have a different plan for that actually. So let me change the brush size, go down to here. There we go. So that's what this looks like. Another very large religion. I mean, all the religions are large, but there is also a lot of them. So yeah. And then for the brown team, when did the brown team first appear? What episode? Like episode 5 or 4? No, it appeared in episode 3. They can have their own religion as well, because they are older like that. I didn't know they were that old, but they are. I'm just lighting my phone up. Jesus. These guys will have their own little sphere as well, and they're gonna influence pretty much the remaining area of Europe. Am I on the right layer? No, I'm not on the right layer. This is the layer I need to be on. So like this. Oh, I'm still on the wrong layer. Jesus. This is... right? Yeah. The bottom one. Sorry, excuse my stupidity. And they're going to have the religious hold on the British Isles as well. And they're also going to head down into Iberia. So now it looks something like this. And I'm going to change this up a little bit because, of course, the prince that they had is not going to fall to the other religion. That doesn't make much sense. So yeah, we'll do something like this. Maybe they take control of the religion via politicalness in this area. Yeah, we'll do something like that. And this also gives way for us to do like religious wars and stuff now. They're also going to have religious hold on Scandinavia, so they have another very large religion. This. For Finland, I'm not too sure what I want to do with them. I think we'll do like a mixture. We'll do like some of their coastal areas will be brown team, and then the rest of it is going to be from the yellow team, like this. So like that. Now, here's our religion map updated. This country, we'll put them under the blue one. This is what we're looking like. Here's our main religion so far. All right. So now, what do we do? I guess we do the African religions. Although I think they might just be like a branch of the red team's religion. Right? Yeah, they would be. So I guess we can do branches now. Branches of religion. This is going to be interesting. So let's get rid of this. And then we'll do this. So I'll make the branches, I guess, a lighter color. So this would be like a lighter red. Can you see? That's dark. I'm stupid. Lighter red, not darker red. There's a difference. Okay. So turn that back on and we'll color in the coastal areas like this. I guess we'll just bring it all the way down to the country's border as well. So like that, and also over here. So this is like, you know, there's Orthodox and Catholic, maybe like that, and then of course Catholic branches down into a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's sort of like that in a way, I guess you could say. Maybe the other religions have some influence on the coastal areas. I mean, it would make sense in a way because of history. There's that. That makes sense. Okay, and then down here it would also be a branch, but I think it would be a different branch. So we'll do an even lighter color. We'll do like a bright pink. I don't think it necessarily significant. I don't think it means that the religion is necessarily fading further away from its roots, but it could be an indicator of that. Like the lighter the color, the further away it is from like the original religion. Maybe, I don't know. But that will be for this coast in Africa. That looks like this. Okay. I'm gonna actually expand upon the original red team religion a little bit. Like that. There we go. And yeah, so there's our two branches for them. Maybe... So Asia developed through trade routes, basically, right? Of course, Korea broke away and did their own thing. Korea came from... I don't remember who I said, if they specifically came from somebody. I'm not too sure. It doesn't matter, though, because they're going to be having their own thing. And we'll do them orange. Like this. And of course, they have heavy influence and control over everything that happened in Asia. So even China will be under the same religion as them. Maybe their little split kind of changed how that went. Maybe they were like developing their own branch, but for the most part, Korea's religion will reign over these areas. Now I'm kind of staying away from the interior, and that's for a specific reason. But as for the rest of these guys, they will be under this religion, like this. The Lime team, I'm not sure what I'm doing with the Lime team just yet, so I'm going to leave that. We'll throw in these guys as well. Maybe there's like certain countries that are like forced under it. But there's that for them. So that looks something like this. Sharpen up a little bit. There we go. And then I did say that Japan had a slightly different branch, so we'll color them a slightly lighter orange. That goes for all of these countries over here. So you can see it's different. And I'll do that for some of these countries as well. Maybe not the exact same as Japan, so we'll make them an even lighter orange. Central Asia will have a slightly different one. Some of these countries. Color that in like that. And then now we'll do these guys as well. And then the Lime team, I think, would influence these newer countries down here. So we'll get to that. Oh, also, Vietnam would be under the same religion as China. And that's because, of course, they were kicked out of that area. So that's something to keep in mind. Like that. So there is our religion map now. Looks like this. It looks very chunky, but we're getting there. And then the blue team, I think I figured that out. So I want to do a lighter blue, kind of like a split in these countries. Like that. We can just fill that in like that. Okay, cool. And then we have like a mixture / merger religion between orange and blue. What color does an orange and blue make? Probably like brown, right? Yeah, it's like a greenish brown kind of color. Let's get that loaded up like this. And we'll throw that right in between here. I might spread it a little bit more than this. So it'll be like in there. But this is a merged religion between the two. that, and then we'll explode some more over here as well. And maybe over time, more Central Asian countries subscribe to this. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, I'm gonna expand this one a little bit more. Give it some life. And I don't think I'm gonna do culture anymore because religion is, at this point, kind of defining culture in a way. But there's our religions there. Of course, I said that that red team would have its own religion. It's still true. They kind of broke away and did their own thing. So I'll make it like a pinkish blue color. Like that. There's that. And then the lime team. I don't know what to do with the lime team. The lime team first appeared in episode 5. No, 4. No, 3. 2? Yeah, 2. And they were moved into Central Asia. So how did they come about? I think they might have did they split from the green team? Does anyone remember? Whoa. Got an Old Spice head. Thank you, Skeleton, for the 2. Thank you, Mr. Alarmer, for the 2. Thank you, ABC Luigi, for the 5. Opinion on Dr. Mario. I don't know. I'm looking in episode 2 to see how the lime team came about. The green team, they broke away from the green team? Oh, they did break away from the green team. Interesting. Okay. So that would mean that they maybe, since they're so old, I think they would have their own religion. So we're going to give them their own religion because I think, because they're so old at this point. What color? Yes, we'll do like a brown now. And they're going to fill in the rest of this area. So get ready. So yeah, they would definitely have their own religion because of how old they are. That would influence that country, and of course all their colonies would be influenced as well. Like this. Over here as well. And then in Africa, maybe they influence this country down here to kind of go by their religion, probably. And there's that. And then these guys, they would probably have their own like religion. I'm not too sure what it would be. Purple team religion needs to spread a little bit more. It's actually going to spread a lot more. It's going to be insane. It's going to be all over North America. Because, oh, that's not true fully. It will be in Newfoundland, like this. It's going to be in the brown team, obviously. Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to be like the straightest, cleanest of borders, but we need to go grab the Korean team's color, fill that in, like this. And then we need the, why are these? Huh? Oh, it's, oh, okay, it's from the layer. I'm stupid. We need the Dark Cyan team's religion, which is the yellow one, I believe. We also have that. And then we need the branch from this country. They need their religion here. So yeah, the Americas are going to be very religiously diverse, which is fun. And then the green team had purple team religion as well. Okay, cool. So here is our completed religion map. Very interesting. And yeah. So I can close that video now. I can be more interactive now. I'm back. I had to do a lot of, what's the word? Looking into the older videos. So here is our religion map. So I can just toggle that. I could make it like a slightly lighter, like that. I know it's kind of confusing to look at. I'll just keep it like this. Here's our religion map. You can see all the religion. The brown team with their colonies have spread their religion, kind of like what Britain and France did. You have your different branches. Some countries, I like these guys. I need to cut these guys brown. Maybe the Lime team has influenced them to subscribe to their religion. Yeah, but colonies are definitely going to be a huge thing in terms of how different religions spread. I wish I would have done this sooner in the series, because it would have made for a it would have been a lot more interesting to follow along and watch. But if we do a season 2, I'll do it for that. I'm just looking. I think I got everything. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. China's not full. Well, yeah, China isn't full. China isn't even fully colonized yet, so obviously not. Patrick Clauser, thank you for the 10. Idea unions, since there's still loads of monarchies in the world, have an idea to start marrying into royal families. That's actually a very good suggestion, because I was going to start doing that, like, in the next episode. I was going to start doing unions and stuff. So yes, Patrick, you can claim that now. You can say that you inspired me to do unions. But I was going to do that very soon. Now I can say that to you guys. So let's go back to doing our favorite stuff, which of course is provinces. Yes, provinces. We love provinces, right, guys? Let's do the prince's country here. I call it the prince's country, but it's the orange country, if you will. Oh, but yeah, next episode, I can give you guys some spoilers if you want. You guys want spoilers? Let me know. Is this the right? Did I do 2 or 3? I did 2. Yeah, I did 2. Spoilers? Yes, no, maybe so. There's a stream delay, so I'll wait a little bit. Military bases? I'm seeing a lot of yeses. If you don't want spoilers, just click off real quick. In a second, I'll say spoiler alert before I start talking, but I mean, it's not like a huge spoiler. It's not like series defining, you know, lore spoilers. It's just like a little insight of what might happen. So, okay, spoiler alert. Click off now if you don't want to hear it, and then come back in like a minute. But in the next episode, there's going to be a few unions happening. Which countries? If you want to know, then you'll know. But there'll be a few. Some maybe Iberian countries will unionize together. Maybe some British countries and maybe a few Asian countries over here are going to be unionizing. Maybe we'll see the full exploration of 2 continents. Maybe we might see the completion of the world map, I should say. No more gray areas. We also might see a big war break out between somebody. Maybe. And we might start seeing signs of collapse for a certain country. I won't say what country that is. But now, spoiler session over. Back to drawing provinces. We might start seeing the signs soon. The signs of collapse within a country. Which country? But it's definitely one that has a lot of controversy surrounding it. So yeah. Don't talk about it in chat. Because the people who are going to come back are going to be like, no. Ideology map? That would be better later on, not right now. Just like a square province in here. Why not? And by the way, this isn't the Lime team in India. This is a different Lime team. Like, when I repeat colors, I'm scared that people will think that, like, certain countries just have random spots of land. Like the Lime team has a random spot of land in Europe. That's not the case. It's a different Lime team. It's just hard to clarify that because I ran out of colors. A lot, as you can tell. So there's the green team. We'll do the blue team now. How about like let's do like a dual city province. I think that'll be cool. Like that. one large capital province. This, and Sardinia will be one. We're gonna split, or not Sardinia, Corsica will be one, and then we'll split up Sardinia a little bit, not too much though. Like that. Same with Sicily, not too much, but a little bit, enough. And then we get over to the purple team. This guy will be split up a lot. A lot of provinces here. We're gonna balkanize Italy. Let's do it. Lots of clicking that's going on right now. Hold on. I'm locked in right now. I like how Rome is still the capital of Italy. Even though it's not Rome, it's a different city. Just built where Rome is. And more major cities for add more major cities for China and Egypt. You know, good call, because I feel like there would definitely be more people living in these areas, but uno momento, por favor. Or un momento, por favor. My bad. Let's do Scandinavia. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna finish this in this stream, but if I want to, I will. We've lost about 600 viewers, and that's for multiple reasons. Of course, people going to bed in Europe, and people getting very bored of the stream, which is understandable. It's not the most entertaining and exhilarating thing that I've ever done, and it's not like it's a special either. So of course, people aren't gonna take time out of their day. Not saying that people do that, but if people do that, they're not gonna take their time out of their day to watch me draw borders on a map, which is understandable. I probably wouldn't either. I'd probably just chip in when I could, and then dip when I got bored. So there we go. That. Do you guys like the Swedish country? I have a differing opinion about it, so let me know what you think of the Swedish country. Put a random line. There you go. And then we have the Norwegian country. This one's going to be interesting because we're going to have like smaller provinces on the coast and then larger ones on the interior. So remember how they explored their land. They set up settlements as they went up. So of course the major cities are kind of the settlements in a way. Thank you, Daft Vader, for the 5. Hey, I didn't watch when the city is being put in, so you make one more for Gosport in England. It's where I'm from, of course. Gosport, what? Oh, Gosport, my bad. Gosport, jeez, I'm sorry. Gosport. Let's see, it's right next to Portsmouth. Still doing the provinces? No, we took a break. We did it with some other stuff. It is, oh, it's like right near the southern tip of England. Okay. Right here. Doxed, you're done. There. Oh, no. Right there. There you go. And then someone said more cities in Egypt and China. I agree, that makes more sense. And then China, a few more dotted around. There we go. Okay, cool. Back to provinces. We love provinces. I messed up the... It's fine. Quebec province it'll be fine. Where was I just at? Oh, in Scandinavia. Okay, back to the funness. The absolute funness. Fun. Very fun. Exhilarating. Exciting. Amazing. Outstanding. Spectacular content. So we'll do that for the small provinces. Then we can start making larger ones in the interior. this. Ah, my back is like dying right now from this chair. Horrible chair. Gaming chairs are horrible for posture. Get an office chair. That's my suggestion. I will probably be getting a nice office chair when this chair dies, or if it dies. Who knows? It's probably gonna die soon. I've had it for a few years and it's starting to like lean to one side. I think it's because I like when I sit in the chair I usually like lean one way. You might notice it in videos. It's just bad posture on my part too. Okay, we're doing really good for Europe. And once we're done with Europe it gets a lot easier. We'll do the brown team next. Let's do a little outline. And then we'll do, of course, well, we don't have to do the coast, I forgot. Okay, we'll start with Denmark. Denmark's not gonna have too many provinces. Major city, it's a little circle. All right. Cool. Exhilarating. I don't really know what to talk about. Give me a topic, guys. We need to talk about something. It'd be funny if I was just drawing this all in the wrong layer and I had to undo it all. Ugh. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad. I'd probably like end the stream and like, yeah, it wouldn't be pretty. The brown team is very large. I'm just like realizing this now. I mean, like modernly, this would be a very strong country. That would be definitely top 10. Germany, France, Netherlands, parts of Poland, Denmark, England. Yeah, it would be strong. And then, of course, I mean, obviously, if it was modernly, it would be probably one of the strongest countries in the world because it has eastern parts of America. But it's not modernly. We're still in like the early or late 1600s-ish. The Industrial Revolution is going to be fun in this series. I'm not too sure how that's going to affect the borders too much. Realistically, it changed Europe and America a lot, but maybe it'll affect different areas in this. And then the scramble for Africa, I think that's going to happen around the same time that it happened in real life. A little bit more colonization to be done in America, and then everyone just goes straight for Africa. And another thing to also think about ethnicities, I don't think there's as much diversity in this world because they all came from the same place, the same starting point. And of course, over time, you know, that changes. You get different languages and stuff too, culture changes. But at the end of the day, it's not like, you know, in America, the natives came over and then they got separated and that kind of changed from, you know, the East Asians. It's, yeah, it's like different. How is the series going to end? I'm not too sure yet. I haven't gotten that far. But hello, North Mapper. I saw your chat in the chat because members stick out like that. Yes. The membership program, the most interesting thing that I have on YouTube. Is it worth it? Probably not. Is it cool? Yeah. Does it help me? Of course. What are my opinions on it? I don't know. Almost done with the Dutch country here. I mean, like a weird pattern in here. That's cool. Okay, cool. That's their mainland done for the most part. Let me finish this off. There we go. Okay, cool. The mainland Dutch country is now done. And I guess we should just go we should just like finish off mainland Europe now, right? I mean, these guys over here, they're an older land, but newer countries. I mean, of course, the purple team once reached all the way over here, so that's a factor. And then whatever else happened, all the wars happened in here. So yeah. Nevada, thank you for the 2. What is the most populated country in this world? Probably the Lime team, I would guess. Lime team, the Dutch team, China, the gold team, and maybe the purple team? Probably not the purple. Probably Korea. Those are your top 5 populated ones, I would say. But you guys can interpret that for yourselves. That's another free will determination that you have. I mean, obviously, the bigger the country, the more strong the country, the more population that it has, but that's an easy concept to grasp. It's just a matter of, like, the smaller, medium-sized countries, their population, that's up for debate, up for you guys to determine. So now we move into this purple country. This. Yes, drawing lines. We love the drawing lines. Patrick Clauser, oh, welcome to Superfan. I thought you were already a Superfan. Or maybe your name still gets said at the end of videos, which means you either left the membership program or downgraded, and then your name got left in the end of the video, which my fault for not updating that. But hey, good for you. And I do notice that, like, it's kind of like an exact copy of Drew Darnell's like Patreon thing at the end of his videos. I haven't watched one of his videos in like a year, maybe 2, but it is based off of what he does, because he does it in a very good and smart, creative way. Yeah, I got a text real quick. Hold on, I had a few texts. Alright, sorry. Back to province drawing, yes. We have our L-shaped province over here. Excuse me. Exhilarating. Billy Bob Joe Jr., thanks for the 2. Can you add a Florida ship province in Florida? Okay, doubling down on the Florida. We'll do it right here on the border. I'll make it bigger. That actually works out perfectly. Wow, look at that. That's maybe the best Florida they've ever drawn. I mean, the panhandle's a little thick, but that's fine. All right, provinces. Lock in on the provinces. Okay, there is Iberia. Unclaimed parts of Russia. Well, we're gonna get to a point eventually where the whole world is filled in. We're still not at that point. And I do want to start basing my map off of what the world looked like in like 1600, which will be part of the next video or episode, which I gotta record tomorrow. I'm gonna be so sick of looking at this map. Usually I only look at it on Thursdays when I record those videos, but I'm looking at it today on a Wednesday for about 3 hours, it looks like. Alright, there's Iberia done. Cool. Now we can do England. Now the thing with England is that I wanted to do it so where it's based off of the countries that were there originally, because those countries keep coming back. That was my theme for them. So let me go to when they first appeared. Which was episode... Looks like episode 9? Yes. Episode 9. Alright. We draw in the borders now. So, I'm gonna have to disrupt some of these a little bit. So sorry about that. But it went like this. Down, we'll just follow that. And then the purple country went like this. Up and then down. The yellow country that was next to it just went straight over like that. Sort of. Actually, it went up a little bit, so that means that needs to be moved up. That. There we go. And then there was a red country in here that went down. That was really ugly. It just went like that. And then there's the blue country that went up to the border of here, straight across that. There we go. And that was the original borders, I believe. I got them all. Yeah. So then we can kind of go crazy with this and divide these up however we want. But those are just important lines that need to get done. Obviously the border between the countries. There we go. Puppet states? We will get there when we get there. You gotta remember what part of history we're in. I mean, vassals were a thing at this point, but I didn't really do any of those. Alright. Cool. And we'll divide Ireland up a little bit. Not too much. We'll have a few smaller provinces on the interior, and then on the exterior we'll have some large ones, because I don't think there's going to be too many people living out there. So there we go. I think that is all of Europe provinized. Provinized. Looks like it. Look at that. That's so cool to look at. The whole map will look like this one day. That's so dope. We'll do Iceland now. Iceland is not going to have large provinces, or not going to have small provinces. They're going to have very large provinces, like that. And same thing with Greenland. They might just have one large province, to be honest. I gotta draw that in. That, and then same thing with the red country. However, we're gonna have a smaller one down there. Hold on. And then a larger one right here. One over here, and then the rest will be one. Okay, cool. And then same thing over here. Maybe like a few colonial areas, but most of it will be under one province. And eventually, if this area ever does become independent, they can split up the province and reshape it if they want to. There's that. Okay. Now what do we do? The lime team or the yellow team? We'll do the yellow team, actually. Shouldn't take too long. There's not, you know, there's not going to be a lot of small provinces in this area. Considering that. Well, I take that back. Maybe there will be, because if you think about it, this country is old as hell. So there's going to be a lot of people living on the coastal area. Or not the country, the area is old as hell. Of course, the green team dominated it until recently. We'll make some smaller ones on the coastal area. Same thing going down. Then we just start drawing lines and shaping this. And then we get larger. Ideology map, we'll do that in the future of the series, not right now, because the ideologies right now are all basically the same. There's a few democratic countries, but mostly it's just monarchies. So at this point, there doesn't need to be an ideology map, but there will be in the future, just not right now. These are going to be some big provinces out here. Huge. Which province are you all from? They didn't, you know. They raise them differently in the central major city province compared to us living out here in the big ol' Panoramia land, Pongolia. Let's call it Pongolia. This province, Pongolia. Remember that. Just send random words and combine them. Panoramic camera, Panoramia. What is that? Pongolia is a great name. Shifty, thank you for the $7.99. It is We Can Do Alternate Future Season 2. Yes, there is going to be a singular episode finale for that. Not anytime soon, I don't believe, unless I say otherwise. And it will finish off that series and put an end to it, as opposed to just leaving it, like, you know, on air without an official ending. There will be an official ending, just not anytime soon. So, yeah, just, you know, keep tuned in for that, just in case, you know, I say or change my mind. I don't want to do it anytime soon, but you never know. I could change my mind. But there will be a finale for it. And I'm not going to continue it because I feel like it's been way too long to continue it. People would have lost interest. So it's better just to end it with one episode as opposed to trying to drag it out for a few more and then ending it. But yeah. Pongolia. I do apologize to anyone if I missed their donation. There was a lot. But I tried my best to keep up with all of them. So now we do the green team. The poor green team. The poor green team. I never really liked the green team, I'm going to be honest. But they're still around in a way. But it would be so weird to think, like, realistically, like, there's not going to be government, there's not going to be countries, like, the red team is hundreds of years old. It's not going to be around. That doesn't make any sense for it to still be around. Same thing with the green team, and the purple team, and the blue team. Like, these guys wouldn't be around. They would have been long collapsed a long time ago. But they are still here for reasons of just popularity. And for, I guess, lore in a way. Like, plot. But not really. I have a large province right here, and then the capital city province. That. The green teams already has, like, some of the cooler looking provinces. I mean, it has Idaho in the middle of it. I mean, like, come on now. You don't get much better than that. I've never been to Idaho, so that's probably a lie. It probably sucks there. It's probably horrible. It might be worse than Kansas. No, nothing's worse than Kansas. I take that back. Ugh, driving through Kansas was just it's the worst thing ever. Horrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. It should be like a prison sentence. Instead of having a prison sentence, you should like sentence someone to driving across Kansas 10 times. I'm sure that will change them as a person, because it is not a good time. It is horrible. And like when I drive, or not when I drive, but like when I'm a passenger, I don't usually go on my phone or do anything. I mean, I do like sparingly, but not too much. It's because I get car sick for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it just makes me feel like weird. So I don't usually like go on my phone for long periods of time. I'll go like on and off. But going through Kansas, looking out the window the whole time was not fun. It was not fun at all. All right, there's the green team. Noah, thank you for the 8. What episode are you going to end What If Civilization? I don't know, but stay tuned for episode 50. That's all I'm gonna say. This is gonna be a long series. But I don't know exactly what episode. If I did know, I would tell you, but I don't. Because I don't really want to end it anytime soon. You guys enjoy it, I enjoy it, so that's good, right? Make a resource map, so that would just be the same, because it's the same planet, it's still Earth, so resources aren't going to change or anything like that. So yeah, no resource map for that reason. The next episode will be 21. No, the next episode is episode 20, which will tie it for the longest series, and then 21 will be the longest series, which is nice. I think Alternate Future Season 1 was 20 episodes, and there might be like an older series that is longer than this. I'm not 100% sure though. I don't think Logcraft was this long. It might have been. I don't think so though. A fandom wiki page about this series? What would it even be? What would it even talk about? Like the history of it? I mean, that would be kind of cool, but eh. I definitely don't want to like drag on this series. Like if it starts getting stale, then I won't drag it on. But I don't want to end it at the same time, so we'll see. We'll just, yeah, it's just, you can't tell what the future looks like, so. We're making pretty steady progress in Asia. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. It is what it is, though. Empire series was long. Well, yeah, that's true. I don't know if it counts as a series, though. Like, I'm thinking of, like, consecutive episodes, as opposed to just videos in the playlist. The Empire series, technically, it's not over, but there's just a lack of countries to do that would like make people watch. Like, who wants to watch an Empire on like Montenegro? No one's gonna watch that video. I wouldn't watch that video. Understandably, though. And then, like, you know, it appeals to people from Montenegro, but who else does it appeal to other than like maybe neighboring countries? It's those kind of things that like kill series once all the fun stuff is out of the way. It just gets boring and people don't want to watch it. I don't really want to redo empires either. Like I kind of did the US twice. The first empire video was way different than how it is now. And that's because I did like the history of the country and how like it historically if it changed into an empire. But I don't want to do that with every single video because, you know, some countries have a way longer history than other countries. And it could just turn into a whole thing, and you know, it affects world history as well. And yeah. So I'm happy I didn't go down that route with the series because we would be in a loop of long videos. Very long videos. I think the thing that's taking the longest for Central Asia is just outlining all the countries. It's taking a very long time. And it's getting kind of sloppy. It's okay though. Almost done with the stream. Not the provinces. I might just do it on my own time and get it sorted out. But I'm not sure when I would do it on my own time because it's not something that I want to actively do and just sit down and draw lines. I don't map in my free time, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. Or if you didn't know, or if I didn't state it. I do not do mapping in my free time, not anymore. And that's because I do it for YouTube twice a week. It's just like, eh. Like maybe sometimes I'll play Age of Civilization. Very rarely do I do that. And if I do, usually I get bored really quickly. No, thank you for the 8. I got banned from your Discord for being a communist a while ago. That's interesting. Did you do an appeal? I think there is an appeal system in place, so just appeal that and they should unban you. That's not a reason to be banned from a Discord server. That's weird. But yeah. Just appeal it. It should go through. Alright, going around the new red country here, up into the pink one. Of course, which pink one? Because there's a few hundred. That's what it feels like. Alright, okay, there we go. We do the light blue one. I do realize, like, as more and more land gets explored, I have to expand the provinces every episode, which might suck. It might suck. It might suck really bad, and I might hate it, but it's something I'm gonna have to deal with. This country is only gonna have 2 provinces, and this one will have a few. This one is a little bit more populated than the others. Some lime one, light green lime, whatever it is. When is the big war? What do you mean big war? Like another big conflict? Because there's not a specific big war that I have planned out right now. I think the next closest war would be like some kind of mirror of the 7 Years' War. But then again, the UK, well, in this universe, the UK and France, which would be the Dutch team and the green team, they're allies. Billy Bob, thank you for the 2. Can you create a province out of 3 squares? Create a province out of 3 squares. What do you mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Province out of 3 squares. I'm struggling right now. Hold on. province out of 3 squares. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. Like a country with 3 squares for provinces, I think is what you mean. Maybe. Perhaps, perchance. Whew, I'm done. I do want to do the lime team, but I don't want to do the lime team right now. There's so much more world to go. But looking at the map, I mean, this looks cool as hell. You can't tell me this doesn't look cool. This is dope. Changed my mind. I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. I will finish the provinces on my own, more than likely. We definitely got a lot done. You know, we have our religion map now. I'm not doing a culture map. This is looking good. And of course, when we do the actual episodes, it's not gonna look like this. This is still gonna look like this. Very rarely will I ever show this or the major cities, so it's still gonna look the same. When I do peace treaties, I'll probably turn on provinces so we can look at those, but apart from that, nope. And yeah. So I'm gonna hit save. There we go. It's now officially integrated into the series. I am exhausted from this, from the line drawing. It takes a lot of time. My throat is itchy too. Yeah. All right. I do want to do that thing that Billy wanted me to do real quick. Hold on. 3 squares. Okay, we'll do that. What's a country that would have 3 squares? Probably the lime team, right? We'll do that. And then that. There we go. There's your 3 squares, I guess. I don't know how I'm going to integrate that, but once again, thank you guys for watching this stream. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like it if you haven't already. Join the membership program if you want to get your name shouted out at the end of every video. Super fan, I think, is what that one is. But I'm gonna go order dinner, eat something because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today, and that's all I had lunch. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video, which will be on Saturday. Peace.